Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all make sure you go sub up to my man Heavy Bag Boxing, man.
Get your dumb ass in, hit this bag.
The Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all just go ahead and subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV because he be lit on his channel.
And Heavy Bag Boxing.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Yo, shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Man, if you don't get your big goofy ass in here and hit the bag. If you catch me for the very first time, please like, comment, subscribe. Most definitely hit that bell notification, man, so when I drop, you can catch that. Conversate with your boy. We back live. Let me see what my wife got here. Life happens. Wine helps. Thank you, baby. Good cold water. All right, man. Some shit done transpired this week that we must talk about. And I am definitely happy to be back with you guys, man. Hopefully you are having a good week. Happy hump day. A lot of shit going down in boxing that we got to talk about. Of course, now I know you've seen the thumbnail and the title. Tank Davis upset by Lomachenko. I definitely want to antagonize the Tank Davis lovers. And real quick, let me put the link in the chat for y'all, just in case you want to join your boy and talk some of this good boxing. That's just to really antagonize the Tank Davis supporters, lovers. You know, that's my guy too, man. I don't fan out over any of these fighters at the end of the day. But you know, I want to antagonize y'all. I want to frustrate you. I want that shadow of a doubt to creep in your damn mind that Tank could possibly lose. So we definitely want to talk about that. But first, I want to talk about this 6-fight, $240 million Tank deal with Al Heyman and the PBC. Now, an inside source of mine told me that the Frank Martin was the first fight on this 6-fight deal, and it just didn't make any sense for me for Frank Martin to be a part of such a huge deal. That means that they more than likely paid Tank Davis $40 million to fight Frank Martin. And I just, automatically assume, because it's Frank Martin, not a huge name, that the pay-per-views for that fight would be minuscule. And $40 million is a lot to recoup for that fight. Now, it could very well, if you do know, let me know. I'm not so sure if that Frank Martin fight is a part of the deal. But we was bouncing some ideas off of each other about who the next 5 fights could be if, in fact, Frank Martin was the first fight of this 6-fight, $240 million deal for Tank Davis, which is more than the $200 million that I believe at the time Showtime gave Floyd Mayweather for his deal. All right, so congratulations to Tank Davis for locking down a huge deal, huge contract between him and the PBC, Javante Tank Davis Promotions and the PBC. Astronomical numbers. Now, for me, in order for PBC to recoup this money, and money that Tank Davis probably ain't gonna see all at once and probably spread out through a large period of time, like Floyd said, the fights have to be worth it, right? Who he gets in the ring will have to be worth it. And I think they starting out real good with this Lomachenko fight. Say what you want about Vasil Lomachenko. This is most definitely somebody whom you wanted to see versus Tank Davis for several years now, right? This was supposed to be the guy at the time, in my opinion, the lineal champion at 35 that Tank Davis was supposed to have that coming out party against, so to speak, right? If you could beat Lomachenko, then you're really the guy at 35. And unfortunately for Tank Davis, that just hasn't been the case. He's been the big money guy, but as far as saying, hey, Tank Davis is the best lightweight in the world over the last several years, it's been up for debate. Let's just keep it 100, keep it all the way a buck. Hold on, we got my guy coming in here, punch drunk, going to join a panel. Everybody give it up. For my guy, punch drunk. 412, Timmy's the best. What up, fam bam?
What's going on, Heavy? How you doing, brother?
Man, I can't call it, man. Happy to have you join me as usual, one of the usual suspects, man.
You know it. What's going on? What we talking about?
Hump day, man. This boxing shit, man. Definitely wanted to touch on Tank Davis. He's got a 6-fight, $240 million deal. And if I'm giving Tank Davis all this money, I gotta keep it a buck. I want to see you fighting the absolute best. Now, Punch Drunk, I don't know, maybe you know and you can tell me, you can shed some light on it. Did the Frank Martin, or if you knew or know, was the Frank Martin fight a part of the 6-fight, $240 million deal? Did you know about that? Have you heard about this yet?
Yeah, I've heard about the $240 million deal. Yeah, I think Frank was a part of it. I think it's what I've looked, of course, crazy. There's like a little, somebody leaked that little crazy list about the next couple fighters Tank about to fight. It's saying it's going to be Loma, and then possibly it's going to be Tio or Shakur after that. I don't know how credible that is, but that sounds pretty credible. I don't know who the other couple dudes could be. Like, no, I mean, but I definitely see Loma, Tio, and Shakur on that list. Okay. And I hear, and Devin's still on that list. So maybe he gonna whittle down the list and save Devin's ass for last, because Devin did get the O back, even though he still won like a sucker.
Now I'm hearing Inoue is going to be a part of that list, and a rematch.
What would that be? 3 weight classes? The fight Tank?
Yeah, it's supposed to be some at a catch weight for Inoue. He could come in somewhere between 25 and 30, and the fight would for Tank would be at 30. So,
whoa, well, yeah, Tank
configuration.
His last couple fights, so I'm sure he can make 130. But hey, bro, I would like to see that fight, but I don't think it's realistic. For real, anyway, three weight classes to fight Gervonta Davis.
I mean, if you really wanted to set the boxing world on fire, you would try to get, and if you Bob Arum, you would try and get Inoue to see Tank at 130 pounds. Shout out to the chat. My guy 913 third boxer in the chat. What up, fam? Plenty of room up here for if you want to come and join us. I
love to see it. You know what I mean? But
I would love to see it as well.
Realistically, that's gonna be something. They're gonna have to throw a bag up both them cats to make that fight. You know what I mean? But I'd love to see it. And if that fight is a reality, that should be the last fight.
What did you hear the recent comments from Inoue about Tank Davis?
No, what do you say?
He came out and he basically said he didn't feel like it was nothing special about Gervonta Tank Davis' game.
Yeah, I read that.
He was pretty up and down.
Japanese dude coming in here taking shots now.
Yeah. See, them's fighting words to me.
Yeah, like the Japanese guy who came to America and had his hardest fight he ever had. Oh, that Japanese guy, bro, come on, man. You only fight in Japan, man. And Tank ain't coming to Japan. If you want to fight Gervonta Davis, you doing it in America, brother. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I guess he got the right to take shots because they consider him the best in the world. I don't. Not at all. I think he's top 5, not even top 3 to me. Being honest, that's just me. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to go over there and adjust to all that Japanese time frame and the Japanese food and water, all that. Yeah. So, and he only came to America, what, once or twice? Was it twice? Wasn't it twice?
I think the fight once.
Yeah, because and that's the fight.
He was just recently here.
Each other left and right. That's that fight.
Yeah, he was just recently here a couple of weeks ago, taking in the
overseas guys. You know what I mean? Come to America for big fights. They have like some of their hardest fights. Like it'd be weird. Like whoever Tyson Fury, remember the Otto Whaling looked like a superstar against him.
Yeah, but he was just recently here a couple of weeks ago, taking in the shoo fight because that could potentially be something next for him. I hope that happens.
I like it.
I'm not so sure that Bruce is ready.
I think Shushu a little green, but maybe
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that fight.
What's Shushu's record?
He's like 11-0, 12-0, something like that.
I think he should fuck with anyway until he's about 18-0.
Yeah, he's still a little green.
Yeah, he's too green right now. He'll get knocked out. You put him in there with him right now. Don't do it. I know he's only like 9-0. Nah, he ain't ready yet. Don't do that. Yeah, that's a big jump.
I don't know though, because he might be a sacrificial lamb, man, just to continue to get anyway some exposure.
Lamb. When you think about it, 2-time undisputed champion, considered the number 1 in the world, bro. You gonna throw Shushu in there? Come on, man, don't do that.
Yeah,
he gonna get roasted just by the pressure. The same thing that happened to Frank. Frank was fighting a great fight, you know what I mean? But the lights got to him and Tank tired him out.
The only thing is, he left immediately after the Shushu knockout. So
yeah, he got out of there quick.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember.
The main thing is because he knew the commentator. I mean, the reporters were gonna come running up to him like crazy, and he really don't speak English that well. You know what I mean? So
but that wasn't even the main event, bro. You didn't have to bail. You know, he came to see Shushu and he left. You know, he could have stayed for the main event.
Yeah, that dude be quietly, subtly taking shots at American fighters and American boxing. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, I see how you really feel. But like, you gotta come over here. Listen, people can keep screaming you the best, but like, we don't really care what the pound for pound list say. You gotta come over here and show us, bro. And like I said, when you came over here, Nino was dropping you, dog. Yeah. And I'm keeping 100 with you. Like, I just start respecting in a way. Like, this last fight made me respect him. It showed me he had heart. Like, cause I didn't think he was getting up.
Yeah.
Not only did he get up, he got
really
held out. Like, so I thought he was gonna lose that fight. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean?
I don't even really think he taking shots. I don't think he really taking shots. I think he's just confident.
And how many times he been on the floor? That's like the third time he been on the ground, right? Yeah, bro. You don't want Tank Davis? All right, go ahead. You don't got no chin, Japanese guy.
All he said was he didn't see anything special. He didn't see anything that he felt like could really give him some problems outside of the power. You know what I mean? I think that's just him giving his assessment of Tank. And I if I'm Tank, I'm not taking that as a shot. I'm taking that as
that wouldn't offend me.
You know what I mean? That wouldn't offend me because Tank could probably say the same thing, and I don't think Anyway would be
I'm gonna say
offended.
one thing. Anyway, got skills. Oh, the dude, he can box, but his chin is that's all I'm gonna say. But he can box his ass off. Like,
yeah, and he's got some serious power down there. You know what I mean? But will it carry for 130 pounds versus a Tank Davis?
You're knocking everything down at what, 126, bro? So
yeah,
135, 130. Them dudes is bigger and stronger, and David Benavidez found that out in his last fight. So, like I'm saying, like, if you can't hurt Tank Davis, it's gonna be a long night.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that happen, man. Hopefully, that's a part of these remaining fights. So, like I said, I heard Inoue, but I also heard about the rematch between Tank Davis and Isaac Cruz, which I'm a fan of that fight. I definitely would like to see that fight to see if, Tank could, a healthy Tank with two good hands, what he would be able to do against Isaac Cruz. And plus he's got that huge Mexican following. So that's like guaranteed money in the bank, man. There's a lot of Mexican fans calling for that rematch.
I think that would be a good fight, but I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think Pitbull is going to get past El Rayo. I think Rayo's gonna whoop Pitbull's ass.
You think? Now, listen, Pitbull got some different kind of power.
He got power, but he's one-dimensional.
And this will be at 140.
Yeah, and he looked fat last time to me. And Rolly's trash.
Yeah. Facts.
And let's keep it 100. El Rayo is really a 140 pounder. And let's keep it more facts. Only reason De Los Santos overwhelmed him is that De Los Santos was way faster than he expected him to be. Way faster. Like, you know what I mean? And powerful, but way faster. If you think about it, he dropped De Los Santos first. Like, and since then, he's been on a tear.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he got, like, and I'll never forget that fight that was on the Bud Crawford card with Pitbull, bro. Dude could box similar to El Rayo, but not without the power. He ain't have El Rayo power. Like, this is the first time we're going to see him fighting somebody, like, since Tank Davis with the power and the boxing skill. So, I think I got my money's on El Rayo in that fight.
Yeah, I do believe El Rayo has the boxing ability because listen, I think Pitbull Cruz is a relatively easy fight because he's so predictable for an actual
bro.
boxer. Like if you're an actual boxer, he's somebody who's really, really easy to figure out. But you also need the footwork and the vision to be able to, see those, even though it's repetitive punches, to see them coming and not to be hurt by them. You got to have a decent chin if you're fighting Pitbull Cruz. And I think Rayo has those things. But still, man, regardless, I just think Pitbull Cruz is a tough son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, all Mexicans is tough. I give them that, bro. But let's also, there's another fact that people don't talk about enough. Because you really think about it, that Pitbull fight was the fight that made all the people who didn't respect Tank as a boxer respect Tank as a boxer. So what you do against Pitbull is what Gervonta Davis did against Pitbull. Turning, fight him off the back foot, jab. Take away one of them hooks. You don't got to take away both hooks. Just take away one.
Tank got a hell of a chin too, though, bro. Pitbull hit Tank with some shit a few times.
Like he didn't land nothing stupid flush on him.
No, he didn't, but he landed some. I think he landed a few shots in that fight that would knock the average motherfucker out. Because you got to understand, Tank got a chin like Canelo, my guy. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't walking around with that Tank Davis chin.
That's what anybody who say Tank don't got a chin don't know shit about boxing. We know this, but I'm just saying, like Tank kind of laid the blueprint out there on how to frustrate Pitbull. I ain't seen nobody frustrate Pitbull like besides Tank and that dude who fought him. I can't remember his name. The dude who fought him on the Bud Crawford Spence undercard. You know what I mean? Those are the only two people I've seen frustrate that guy. So I think that's the game plan for him. Keep moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's gonna have to box him.
You're gonna have to. You gotta
Pitbull don't know what a jab is, and them
don't know what
hooks.
A jab is. Don't know what a jab look like. That's a serious flaw to me.
Yeah, them hooks is coming, nigga.
Yeah, so it's like he's just gonna keep coming forward too. So like he's tailor made for somebody. Why do you think he turned down the Shakur Stevenson fights? You can't fight people like that. And I think Rayo got the ability to fight like that. That's why I got him in this fight.
Yeah, I definitely like Rayo in that fight, but listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Pitbull knocks him the fuck out.
Of course
Shout out Edward Morris in the chat. He says, I believe Shakur beats Tank Davis. You're not the only one, brother. If anybody could outbox Tank Davis, I think the likes of Shakur could. But if he clips him, it could be a short night.
Yeah, I think Shakur got the most potential, but if Tank corner him the same way he did Frank, same thing gonna happen with Shakur. But I think Shakur got the best chance to beat Gervonta Davis for sure.
Yeah. And listen, because Shakur Stevenson has such a button-up defense, I got to be honest, I haven't really seen this dude take a real punch. Like when you really think about it, even against some of the champions like Jamel Herring or Oscar Valdez, even Adela Santos, they were never, ever able to really land something clean on the button on Shakur. So you still don't even know how that chin is constructed. If anybody would be able to land something on the chin of Shakur Stevenson, it'll be Tank Davis. And if he doesn't really have one, it could be a very short night because I can't see Tank missing him for 12 rounds, right? Ninth round comes around, something's going to land, and we're going to have to see what Shakur is made of.
Will Shakur be able to handle the body shots that's going to come from Tank? Because Martin couldn't handle. You know what I mean? So it's like that too. Like a lot of people who fight Shakur, you don't see them go to the body. They always try to box with the guy. That's stupid. Like I ain't seen not one of Shakur's opponents go for his body yet. So we still got that to see.
No doubt. Shout out my guy DJ J in the chat. Say salute to yo and Punch. What up, DJ? All the way from down under my Australian family. Aussies out here. But yeah, absolutely right, Punch. I can dig it, man. If anybody could give Tank a run for the money, I do believe it's the boxers. It's got to be a boxer. That's why I was kind of riding high on Frank Martin, even though I did think, he would lose that fight. I thought he had the footwork to give Tank some real trouble. And it turned out that, he couldn't take real punches. And that was another fighter who I thought, I still hadn't really seen him take any real shots. And as soon as Tank was able to connect flush with Frank Martin, it was night Frank Martin.
Yeah, soon as Tank start landing, you seen the tide start turning. You know what I mean? It was like, all right, he's getting tired. Man, like maybe putting on all that muscle. I told you that was going to be a detriment. That's what it looked like to me. Like maybe if he would have came in how he normally came in fights, he would have been okay. But he packed on a lot of muscle. Then he looked bad in the weigh-in, and then you see 5 rounds, and he was tired.
It was a wrap, and I misjudged it completely because I failed to wait. And normally that's when I like to really give my real prediction is after I see them guys on that scale. And I failed to wait because I felt completely different once I saw Frank Martin on that scale. And he was looking like something out of Thriller. And I was like, God damn, a few body shots from Tank, this shit might get crazy.
Yeah, we all noticed it. Like, yo, did you see that nigga at the weigh-in? Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, bro look extremely weight drained. Shout out my guy, VA Cat 31. My nigga Mike Town, baby. We gets down. Finally catching a live, man. Thank you for being here, rocking out with your boy, man. It's one of my childhood friends, man. Shout out Mike, man. Or down there, I think he's somewhere in Louisiana, man, or Texas somewhere. Shout out my guy Mike. The 6-fight deal though. So you got Inoue, you got Loma, maybe the Pitbull. You got to throw Pitbull in there, right? Because that could potentially be the biggest fight on the contract because you bring in that Mexican fan base. When you bring in that Mexican fan base and you think about most of the biggest selling fights, they are a part of it. So it's hard for me not to say that rematch with Pitbull Cruz, if he can continue to win in tremendous fashion, is not a part of this deal, right?
Yeah, that's true, man. I agree because a lot of people thought Tank lost that fight. I didn't. You know what I mean? But a lot of the Mexican fans, they always kind of bringing up Pitbull's Cruz's name. And you could tell that it's getting under Gervonta's skin and Coach Calvin. Because whenever you ask Coach Calvin who he want the worst, he say Pitbull. We made him a star. And that nothing pissed me off than making a nigga a star in a loss. I agree.
Yeah, man. And make no mistake about it.
One more thing, I'm sorry. One more thing about it. Before that Gervonta Davis fight, nobody knew who Pitbull Cruz was. Nobody.
No, outside of the Mexican fan base, nobody.
Outside of the Mexican fan, but then nobody know who the hell he was. Now everybody know who he is.
And everybody is calling for that rematch, man. I've seen so many people, black, white, Mexican, whoever, definitely wants to see, Pitbull in there with Tank because that's the only person that you can really think of off the top of your head that possesses the kind of power to keep Tank on the back foot and force him to box, right? So it's intriguing, of course.
Definitely. I would definitely be excited for that match. You know what I mean? But like you said, that's one of the ones he should probably save for last.
Yeah,
I want to see, I'm keeping it 100. After Loma, I want Devin. I want to see him beat the shit out of Devin. That's what I want. Like, you know what I mean? Save. But they going to save that one for last too. Like, that's a super hyped up one.
And now 1/3. Hopefully you'll be able to join us, man. I can't wait till we get to the Devin talk. We're going to save that for a little bit later on in the show because I know y'all got some
you
on your mind.
Video, you seen my video, nigga?
About Tank Davis. You guys can check out Punch Drunk on Punch Drunk _ right? Or dash 412. Underscore 412 on YouTube as well. Just dropped a video about Devin Haney. My guy 913 boxer in the chat, he said the intensity of Pitbull's attack is a major factor. Most guys can't overcome facts. And that's how I feel about this Rayo fight. Given Rayo's opposition, you saw what happened when he fought somebody with some true power in a De Los Santos. I thought it was relatively easy to score and what he was able to do against somebody like Lil B-Hop. But Pitbull is a different monster. Yes, he can outbox him. Yes, Rayo can box. But if he lets off the gas, what would that look like for Pitbull? You know what I'm saying? So tough match, man. I love that fight. And that fight will be on that's going to be on the August 3rd card, right, Tim?
Yeah, and we never seen Pitbull hurt before. We have seen Rayo hurt before. So we'll see how they handle that. Because I ain't seen nobody hurt Pitbull Cruz yet. Nobody. He seems to eat those punches and keep coming forward no matter what you hit him with. So that, like you said, that he do overwhelm you with the pressure, but like I think O'Reilly's a good test. It's a good test for both of them. Like, you know what I mean? I think De Los Santos just overrun him with his speed. Like, De Los Santos wasn't really known. Nobody really knew who he was, but he kind of had. I'm gonna keep this shit 100. He had Shakur nervous. We watched it. You know what I mean? We watched that live. You know what I mean? We seen it. Like, all right, maybe you is hurt, man, but that dude's speed and power got you nervous, bro. Just give the props when he do. You know what I mean? And so,
yeah.
And the thing about that is, like, Arroyo is like, people lost like respect, like not respect, but like, you know, for like, Arroyo was a big name up and coming until the De Los Santos fight. But I think the high that he's on coming off of that little B-hop knockout, I think he's gonna cause some problems for Pitbull. Like, but like Pitbull's not gonna change his style. He's not hard to game plan for, man.
Like, that's what I say. He easy work for a real boxer.
That's why I'm like, man, like I ain't convinced yet. Like, I ain't really sold on the Pitbull Cruz, because like I said, his opposition ain't been the greatest either. Like, other than Tank, like, you know what I mean? You put on a great performance against Tank and you did the same thing, but you ain't win. Like, they gave you props like you won. But the last couple of fights, you've been looking at how you fought old ass you know, the one who had I can't remember his name, the good Olympic gold medalist Cuban guy. What's his name? Old as hell. He retired him. Gamboa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you fought the one dude on the Bud Crawford for card, lost that one for real.
Yeah.
Screwed him. And then you got whack ass Rolly. So like, who are you really fighting, to be honest?
Yeah, still a lot of proving to do for Pitbull for sure. Shout out DJJ in the chat. He said the only way Shakur beats Tank is to beat him boring, hit and move. That's facts. You know, you definitely can't go blow for blow for Tank. If you Shakur Stevenson, you got to use what God gave you, and that's the ability to stick and move, some great footwork, and a whole lot of ring IQ. But here's my thing. I think Tank has just as much ring IQ as all of them. You know what I'm saying? I think it becomes a chess match at some point between Tank and some of these guys who we believe are just really, really, really good boxers, like a Shakur Stevenson. And maybe I'm on an island here, but you know, I just think Tank's got an incredible IQ. And when you couple that with the power, you get the type of success you've seen from Tank Davis. You can agree with that, Tim?
Oh, yeah, I totally agree with that. He showed that in the Martin fight. Everybody thought Martin was the superior boxer. I don't think he was, man. I don't. I think we seen Tank IQ shine in that fight. Everybody's like it always cracked me up when a boxer say what they gonna do to somebody and then actually come out and do it. I'm gonna tire him out and whoop his ass. Everybody's like, all right, no, we'll see. Frank Barnes is a great boxer. I don't know, that footwork is cool. And what did he do? Came out and tired him out and whooped his ass. He did the same thing he do to everybody. He lets you get off for 3-4 rounds, right?
Yeah.
And then he turns it on you, and you on your ass by the 8th, 9th round. Happens to everybody, bro.
Yeah, and again, IQ's got a lot to do with that. Shout out DJ. He says, "Heavy, turn your stickers and super chat on for us intentionals to support the channel." I wish, man, me and YouTube beefing. Like I say, the only way to support the channel right now is Venmo and Cash App. Shout out everybody who's been hitting the Cash App, man. $, matter of fact, it's right here. It's my name, $ Heavy Bags 1. If you want to donate and continue to support the channel, man, thank you so much, DJ. One of the biggest contributors of the channel, longtime follower of the channel, man. I appreciate you, my guy. VA Cat out of Houston, my nigga Mike. All right, man. Come on up here, man. I got the link in the chat. If you want to join the panel and talk some of this boxing with us, man, would love to have you on the show.
Yeah, come on up here and get in this good conversation.
So, Tim, let me ask you this, man. While we still on the Tank contract, the 6-fight, $240 million deal, huge deal, bigger than what Floyd got with Showtime. If it was up to you, right? If it was up to you, they say, Punch, listen, we got to get these 5 opponents for Tank Davis. Who would the next 5 look like if you were picking them?
I would say Pitbull Cruz, Vasily Lomachenko, in this order. Vasily Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson.
I like that. I ain't mad at that. Same question to the chat too, man. If it were you, pick the next 5 opponents for Tank Davis and put it in the chat, man. I'll try and get it up here and get it read, and we'll react to that. again, for Tank Davis, this contract's monumental. It's huge. It's big. He's not even 30 yet. And we talking about $250 million, man. $240 million, right? That's generational wealth.
Yeah, big money. Big money.
And just keep in mind that they got to try and recoup that money versus by matching him up versus viable, risk-taking, really, really good, solid, top of the line opposition. All right, my guy GMT in the building. In the
Big City.
What up, GMT? Like 50, what up?
What it do, everyone, man? First and foremost, man, shout out to everybody who checking out one of the best shows on the tube over with Heavy Bag, man. Everybody that's watching on my channel too, salutes y'all as well. You know what I'm saying, man? Glad to be back on this thing, man. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get on. My computer was tripping. For real.
I'm glad you was able to work it out, big dog.
Yeah, man.
Just in time, man, to jump into the conversation. We talking about Tank Davis 6-fight deal, $240 million goddamn dollars. I gotta ask you the same question I just asked Punch. If it was up to you, Slick 50, who would be the 5 opponents that you would have to see versus Tank Davis to make this deal worth it?
Shit. I would want to see him. I want to say T.O., but T.O. 140. But they'll make the fight happen. He said he willing to go to 140. I like to see T.O., so I'm going to say T.O. I would want to see, Pitbull after that. Because, I want to see a little bit more excitement after the Loma fight. So I go with T.O. Then Pitbull rematch.
Hold on, you said Pitbull first, right?
No, I want T.O. I want T.O. next.
T.O. first, okay.
Yeah. I want to ride that train because I'm just thinking in my mind, I'm thinking about the logistics of it all. Because after you beat Loma, people gonna have something to snicker about that fight. So go on and tackle a young line. Go ahead and get T.O. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Then
time lineal champion at that.
Yeah. Then I would like to see a Pitbull rematch, right? And then Shakur last.
So that's 3 though. You need 5.
He could take Haney can get in there, get in where he fit in. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, Haney can get in where he fit in. But I'm gonna tell you, hold on. I got it though. I mean, it's easy. I mean, be honest with you, I would do a Pitbull. If you're not gonna do the Pitbull right away, do a Ryan. That's just big money. Don't get your extra. That's buku dollars outside of what you're being paid. So you can take a Ryan, then you can take a Pitbull, and then you can take Devin, and then you take Shakur. And the reason I say Devin before Shakur, to get your mind in the mode of a boxer, because that's what you finna go up against. So going to take Devin, and it ain't gonna. It's gonna. Hate to say it like this, but it ain't gonna be no harm, no foul. You're not gonna have a scratch. So go ahead, fight Devin, and then take Shakur.
I can dig it. I like that. Some of the same names, and these are most definitely the best opposition out there for Tank Davis. Let's welcome my guy, Pro Boxer 913 in the building.
Hey man, I am not a pro boxer no more, my nigga. I am a seasoned Hennessy drinker, nigga.
I meant to say former pro. My bad, bro.
That nigga said seasoned energy drinker.
No, Hennessy drinker, nigga.
Oh, I thought you said energy drinker. I hear you.
You already know.
Yeah, you know it.
You know Mr. Maker's Mark, Mr. Jameson Whiskey, Mr. Yeah, I ain't boxing no more.
One of them. I'm one of them.
Right.
Real Appreciate shit. You joining the panel, my guy. Just in time for the big question, man. I don't know if you've been listening before you joined. We talking about Tank's 6-fight, $240 million deal. If it was up to you, if they called you tomorrow, say, third, we need you. Give me 5 fights for Tank Davis, man, to finish up this $240 million contract.
First and foremost, I'm at work right now. I'm working. So I hope y'all don't hear the fans in the background because I'm like in my workspace. But I hope y'all don't. But if y'all do, my bad.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Just
you
when you're
good.
not talking, hit your mute button, but you sound good right now.
All right. I'm thinking I would go with Loma next. And then probably Shakur, because I would want to do my southpaws back to back. Then, probably rematch a Pit Bull Cruz, because that's a totally different type of fight. Because I'm going to just have to be on my shit. Because that nigga just going to come to me like I stole something from him.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Probably go touch a Devin. Go whoop Devin's ass. Knock Devin out. Grab a Teofimo Lopez. And then go finish it up with an NUA.
Ooh, wee. Hey, man. I can't. That's that former pro boxing mind thinking right there.
Yeah.
I like it.
I
That's
want
a
to
hell
run
of a
my
lineup.
southpaws back to back. I want to run my southpaws back to back. I don't want to go from Loma to Pitbull to Shakur. Fuck that. I want to run all my southpaws back to back. Fuck that. Let me get them out the way.
No doubt. No doubt. I like that lineup, man. Again, Tank Davis 6-fight deal, $240 million. I agree with a lot of these lineups, man. For me, and I'll finish it all. For me, man, as long as Teofimo Lopez is in there, long as the rematch with Isak Cruz is in there, and as long as Shakur is in there, I'm happy. Yep. I don't give a damn who the rest of them is, to be honest. But those three have to be in there for me. If you can defeat those guys, that says a lot. You know what I mean? That stamps. And I think, of course, the Lomachenko fight, and that's because that's next. Real quick, DJ in the chat, he say, Tank seems to only work as hard as he needs to. Something tells me Tank has more to give. He just hasn't needed to dig deep yet. I agree, man, 100%. And I think that's, what the consensus is. Everybody wants to see Tank go through some sort of adversity. And I think the most adversity we've seen him go through was with a Pit Bull where, he just couldn't get the knockout. And that, I think a lot of has to do with him hurting his brick hand in that fight as well. But you want to see him go through some adversity, Slick, right? You want to see Tank go through some things.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I've been saying. But the thing is, it's gonna be. I don't think we're gonna see it sooner. I don't think we're gonna see it sooner than later. Because see, these boys done waited till he done came into his own now. You dealing with a more disciplined Tank, mentally wise and physically. So now he doesn't have to overexert himself. He doesn't have to do these things. You know what I mean? Like that last fight showed a lot. It wasn't just about the knockout, bro. It was
IQ, baby.
It was the IQ. Like he knew he had him, but he was just waiting on. Like I told y'all that movie. Y'all called it something else, but I knew about Danny the Dog. But he knew he was just waiting.
No, his name is Danny the Dog in the movie, but the name of the movie is Unleashed.
Well, I had got it from Bootleg, man. That's what was wrote on the DVD. Well, no, that's why it was called Danny the Dog when I got it.
It was called Danny the Dog, but in America it was called Unleashed.
Okay, well, yeah, that's why he knew that he already had it set up. He just didn't want to defy his coach because that's what I got him there for. Put both heads together, and like you said, just gonna touch him up. That boy cracked that smile. It was over. When you dealing with somebody like that, bro, it's gonna be hard to beat him. It is. Facts. After that Pit Bull fight can be totally different. Totally different.
Let me ask y'all this. Out of these front runner names that we've given that we want to see Tank against to fulfill this 6-fight deal, to earn this $240 million, who gives him the biggest problems and why? We'll start with you, 913.
Man, I think it's maybe Teo. Listen, Teo looks good every other fight. Tank got to fight him in a fight that he looked like shit beforehand in order for Teo to give me problems. Because, as you know, Slick, bro, we done talked about this a million times. I just think that all them new crops of guys like the Shakurs, the Devins, and all them, I feel like personally they're a whole division full of Paulo Malinagi's. Guys that's got decent skill but just can't punch.
I'll be right back.
And I think the only dude that can punch hard enough to give him some respect is probably like a Teo. Loma's not a puncher like that. Loma's one of them guys that kind of get you out of there half frustration because you can't really hit him, half I'm just too tired, fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? He don't really have power like that. The only motherfucker that's really sitting people down is Teo. So, man, if you got a good seasoned T.O. ready, focused, ready to go, I think T.O. could pose the most problems.
Hey, man, I definitely can see that perspective for sure. Punch Drunk, who you got?
I think, I'm going to be honest, man. I think Pitbull will be the hardest fight for him again because that height, man. That little motherfucker, he's small. I can Tank, I think GMT touched on this a few times. Like I Tank ain't used to fighting people smaller than him. You know what I mean?
That's a good perspective.
He
That's
used to
my
be
close
the
number 2.
smaller guy, every time, and now he fighting the smaller guy. So it's taking so it's like, I think that punching dude on the top of the head, that was affecting him. So he had to throw his punches in a totally different trajectory. So I think Pitbull will give him the most problems. Not the come forward style, because he handled that well in a fight. It was just more how small this guy is. It's just more, I'm not used to fighting somebody smaller than me. I'm used to being the smaller guy. I'm used to punching up at these trees, and now I'm punching down at this little nigga. So and he's coming like with his head dodging, like annoying as hell. So yeah, Pitbull for sure. But like the most technical fight would be Shakur.
Yeah, for sure. I liked it, man. Both of y'all, great answers. Slick, did you get the question?
Yeah, I had got the question. But I came in on the end of what Punch is saying. I agree. I really think Pitbull is going to be more of the physical challenge, right? And Shakur is going to be more of the mental. Different level changes and how can I catch this guy? How it's going to be more exhausting, mentally wise. So I always feel like physicality is one thing, and just by him being in there already with Pitbull, I feel like it's going to be a lot easier on him this second time around because they know what to expect. Will the plan work? I don't know, but I feel like it's going to be, they're going to have one that's going to be a little easier. I think the Shakur fight is the toughest one.
Oh, dig it. So you got Shakur, Pitbull, and T.O., and I'll spread it all the way out even further. I do believe the fight he is going into next, and shout out our Vegas source who hit me earlier today and told me.
You heard the news?
It's official.
Yeah.
It's finalized. Tank versus Loma. And I meant to load the screenshot from Coach Kenny. He put it on his story on IG saying that on 11/24, November the 24th, it looks like that's when the fight will be happening. You're going to see Tank knock out Lomachenko.
Did the insider tell you about the other fights too on that motherfucker, boy?
Yeah. I got a report on that. I'm gonna save that conversation.
I got one coming too. Whatever.
All they gonna say is, "Oh, why is Tank beating up on the old man? Oh, he's fighting Haney's leftovers." I can't wait for the bullshit to start. Watch.
Oh well, yeah, the bullshit.
When you learn how this card is going,
yeah,
trust me.
And
it's gonna come back to back. It's gonna be said, but he gonna have another better fight after that. Just by how, if you look, I'm talking to T.O. Think about the opponents that was told to you and where they coming from, and that's gonna tell you a whole lot.
Word. Facts. And shout out Brian Norman Jr. I just spoke to Brian Norman Sr., the father of the new WBO interim champ, who Slick, and I didn't hit you and tell you, he confirmed to an extent what RC said. And he mentioned the name Stanionis for Brian Norman Jr.
Bro.
Possibly for the Tank Davis Lomachenko undercard. That's going to be great. Shout out Brian Norman Jr., man.
Bro, did I not tell you I had the plug, bro?
Yeah. The
plug now you got the plug.
The plug is
plugged. You understand me, bro? He know he's around. He know what he be talking about, bro.
For sure. But real quick, I'm going to take Lomachenko. And I know y'all going to kill me for this, and I understand. But I do believe even at 30, what is he, 36 now? He's the same age as Bud. The performance I seen him put on Kambosos, who was a tough out for everybody. Nobody was able to knock Kambosos out. And here comes the old Lomachenko and put that thing on him and got him up out of there. The footwork is crazy. He's a pure boxer. Somebody just mentioned he's able to frustrate you, and it could become an issue in some spots in this fight between him and Tank Davis. So for me, I do believe Lomachenko could be the toughest fight out of these front runners that we have named. All right. Shout out DJ in the chat. He said the names of the 6-fight deal, the names need to change over time. 6 fights is over 2 years at best. A lot can happen in boxing over 2-3 years. Facts. Some of these guys could lose. A lot of people could lose interest in some of these names, and maybe it will. I guess we're just talking about, what have you done for me lately, fighters? That could be the front runners.
But I'll say this: he's a businessman, though. You gotta remember, it's not just about those fighters. It's about how Tank feel. He could change this shit up. Like, I won't fight 3 times a year here to get about this shit.
Yeah,
he don't have to. If he want to fight 2 times, 3 times a year, he could do it. So,
hey, can I ask y'all a question? The same question in reverse, though. Who do y'all think would be the easiest challenge for him?
Can I go first?
Yep.
Go ahead, Punch.
Teofimo Lopez.
For real?
What?
You heard me say it.
Bro, Punch, I thought we was going to have the same answer.
Let me tell you now. Y'all thought I was going to say Devin Haney.
Yep.
That's the obvious answer.
That's my answer.
I'm going to throw some fuel on this fire. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Teofimo pissed me off with that podcast interview the other day. That nigga was talking cold cash bro. Shit. All right, cold cash shit. Listen, you guys show me. Bro, you fight up to your competition, nigga. You just like Tyson Fury. Now, let me see. Now, show me, because I need to see you get in there with Tank, because you've been hollering his name a lot. But I'm going to keep this 100 about Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez talk a lot of shit in front of them cameras. But you see how Teofimo Lopez act like when he run across these fighters in real life? Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah, he be bitching up. He be bitching up.
Yeah.
That nigga goes into his shell real quick, don't he?
Yeah, he a salesman, bro.
Why am I saying that T.O. the easiest fight for Tank Davis? Because I'm going to say Teofimo is going to fall into the biggest trap of trying to come in the same way Ryan Garcia did, and he's going to get countered the same fucking way, but he ain't going to get up like Ryan did, a.k.a. George Kambosos. If George Kambosos could drop you in 2 rounds, Gervonta Davis is going to blitz you in 2 rounds. He's not playing with you. You got too much reps. See, the ones who got the most reps, the ones Tank really don't like. Hold
on, man. T.O., you got to get T.O.'s credit. He couldn't breathe, bro. He was fucked up.
I ain't trying to hear none of that bullshit. Every fighter got an excuse after they lose, nigga. They all got an excuse, or they put on a horrible performance. It's always eyes injured, eyes tired. This happened. Deontay Wilder said the suit he walked down and drained all his energy. Nigga.
Bullshit.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Man, they could do that, though.
Hey, bro, listen.
The suits could do
I ain't
that,
hearing
bro.
that. As soon as you put that suit on, you should have said, this too heavy. I ain't wearing this. Cap. Nigga,
Word.
You lost. Nigga, so I don't care if your kidney was about to explode. Why the fuck you take the fight? I ain't hearing that, nigga. So anyway, like I said, and it's more than just the shit talking, but T.O. make a lot of mistakes in his fights. A lot. And Gervonta Davis is the type of nigga you can't make mistakes. And I'm going to keep it 100. Before that Ryan Garcia fight, and I can't stand Devin Haney. The nigga didn't make many mistakes.
He made a lot of mistakes, bro.
I said before that fight.
Nah,
Ryan
before
Garcia
that
fight, he made a ton of mistakes. But most of the time in big fights, that nigga fights on the back foot, technically sound. It's usually like what you got with the 2 Kambosos. Now the Lomachenko fight, he tried to engage. Whenever Devin Haney tries to engage, yeah, it gets ugly for him. But whenever that motherfucker stay on the back foot and box, he's down there untouchable. And that's why niggas don't like him, because he's boring.
Devin Haney's biggest mistake was fighting smaller cats.
Teofimo Lopez is not defensively sound. I said it.
Yeah,
nigga.
He's not. He ain't.
Nigga, he's the easiest prey for Gervonta Davis. Everybody else we named, except for Pitbull Cruz, is super defensively sound. All of them.
Man, I'm interested in hearing
That's
what the
why
hell
I
you
said
got
it's
to
the
say.
easiest one. That's my opinion. I know y'all like, what the hell is this nigga talking about?
Now, go ahead.
Punch ass crazy, man.
Some spin on
Punch
that.
crazy, bro.
Straight
Ain't no
up,
way
man.
you finna say that T.O. can't punch, bro. T.O. got way more fucking punch.
Hold on. He has no defense.
He can't be the easy. He can't. But I'm saying if he got a punch, he can't be the easiest. If above Devin, bro, Devin ain't got no punch.
Rounds, the same way Ryan Garcia did. You think T.O.'s gonna do it?
Devin has nothing to get, bro. Punch. Real talk. He ain't got nothing to make Tank respect him. Devin has nothing. Nothing. At least if T.O. land a nice punch, it's gonna make him think twice. You know what I'm saying? I agree with the defense, but nah, bro. That Devin would be food for Tank.
You see what happened when he said Frank didn't have nothing on his punches after he threw away all his powers. You seen what happened.
Yep.
Yeah, let me say this real quick, because if Frank can redden the eye of Tank Davis, Teofimo Lopez can close that eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When the last time Teofimo and Lopez got knocked out?
Sandor Martin. Well, not knocked out, knocked down.
No, that's a knockdown. Every time he knocked somebody out.
It's been a minute, but he's been
when
fighting
he won the
best
fucking
out there.
IBF title, bro. He's knocking nobody out, bro. As soon as he went up to 140, that power left, bro. It left. He was
Devin
powerful
ain't
at
either,
135. He wasn't powerful at 140 and ain't been powerful at 140.
Bro, Devin ain't either, though.
Real quick, you got to look at the competition. He's been fighting the best. He's been fighting guys like Jermaine Ortiz and Sandor Martin. Cats don't want to see them. T.O.'s fighting them. Then on top of that, he fought Lomachenko and Josh Taylor. These are the best.
Facts.
Bro,
Facts. Devin just died. He just ducked Sandor.
I think Josh Taylor lost that Regis Pro
twice,
fight, and he was super overrated because after Josh Taylor became undisputed, he ain't won since. That fuck, he lost to Catterall. Nigga, that was bullshit. And he ain't won since. Dude was overrated. Stop saying his name like he really mattered, man. Taylor was an overrated bum.
How we gonna just overlook the last?
All right, he got handed the undisputed title. He got handed it. He fought nothing but bums. The only real challenger in that tournament was Regis. Let's be honest.
And he beat him.
He ain't win that for real, bro. I don't think he won that. That's up for debate. We can debate. That's your opinion. My opinion is he lost. Like, I feel that way.
You don't think he beat Ramirez?
I think he beat Ramirez. I don't think he beat Regis. I don't think he beat Probe at all. I thought Regis got robbed in that fight.
I think he outworked Regis by just a little bit. He outworked him.
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
What it was, Regis was just too small. He was small.
I mean, I think it was a good fight, but I think Regis, like you said, you think he outworked him. I think Regis outworked him a little bit. Like I mean, that's how I feel. I just think Josh Taylor, yeah, he undisputed, yay. But what did he do? He almost got embarrassed by Catterall, then waited to fight him, vacated all the belts, and then lost every fight after that.
Okay, hold on, because I want Slick to give his answer. Shout out everybody in the chat as well. If you're watching, man, make sure you smash that like button. Also, I definitely want to know the next 5 fights you see for Tank Davis. If you put it in the chat, I'll go ahead and get to it. Slick 50, same question for you now on third game. Who's the easiest fight out of these front runners?
Devin Haney. Devin fucking Haney, bro. I mean, shit, it's the obvious choice. The dude has no fucking pop. You just watched him come off fighting a glamorized prospect that whooped his ass with the name of Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is not a top tier fucking fighter. I want people to quit saying that shit. He's good at advertising. He's good at selling himself, but he is not
championship pedigree. Just ain't focused on boxing.
But key word in your shit, pedigree. He ain't fought shit. He got the Tank fight because he just made money sense. Another Rolly scheme. You understand what I'm saying? He got his ass whooped by that man. It wasn't even really a legit fucking ass whooping, bro. Like, for real. And you let that man do that to you, and you telling me you fight a dude that kept looking at the clock, the jumbotron, every fucking 5 seconds in every round.
Tired as hell.
And you gonna let that nigga beat your ass, and you telling me Tank can't demolish this nigga in a round? That's food. That ain't food. That's a snack, nigga.
I ain't disagreeing with you, bro.
That nigga, and like I said, this coming from a Haney fan, bro. But I'm just so disappointed in Devin Haney. Is bullshit. The shit he said today, all that shit just don't add the fuck up. And it's making his fans, fed the fuck up, bro. I'm sick of this shit. When you come off a fight like that, you want people to race this shit and all that. Fuck all that.
We're gonna talk about the whole Haney trying to get the fight erased off the net.
No, I'm not gonna go into that. But all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, goddamn it, that's what he need to do. He's saying come back for 2 years, go with Dancing with the Stars. You'll be good on that show. You understand me? But it still would be better than Mayweather on that motherfucker, because that's what he want to be. He had nerve to say he gonna come back and fight what weight class he want to. What?
Nigga, you can't even draw shit. Nigga, you just got
not a draw yet.
And all of our man, you lost, brother.
Weird ass nigga.
So Tank, no, that's instant food. Instant food. Hell, Tank might lose money fighting that nigga.
Right.
It ain't gonna have the same build up it had before. It's not.
Ain't gonna talk about he don't care about no, but man, you better go on somewhere, bro. Now you want to flip flop. You was the
now you don't care about the
guy. Yeah, now you don't care about belts. But now month 3 was on my show. It was a bunch of them on my show going at me about these damn belts. And I was like, man, I love the belts because it gives prestige, and that's why I like Devin. He cares about legacy. Now you don't want. Now you hear Tank say, hell yeah, I want to go for the belts. Now you don't care for the belts. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. It's like telling us you don't want to fight without saying
he
it.
was a bitch overnight, bro.
The Tank wannabe, bro. Been like that, bro.
And masking, everybody want to mask Shakur. People see it, like I tell everybody, the man who gets shitted on the most is the motherfucker they see that can get them problems. Yep. You understand me? The man that gets shitted on the most, and I ain't talking about shit on like I'm shitting on Haney right now. I'm talking about how a nigga like shit on you but still talk about that you got skills. Like fuck that nigga. That nigga ain't shit. Look at his last fight.
Slick, use the best excuse. Use the best example. Nigga,
we
Spence
just
Crawford,
seen this
how were they doing Bud before he watched Spence? How were they doing Bud?
Exactly. Exactly. The one you shit on the most is the one you see giving you problems, bro.
I can dig it, man. That's Slick 50's take 913. Your own question.
Man, my brother from another mother got me, nigga. Slick, you already know what it is, nigga.
Right.
Nigga, it's Devin bitch ass, bro.
Yeah.
I always said that he was chinny as fuck. He's always fought smaller guys. He's always had a bow and arrow. Everybody's been talking about he's technically sound, and I'm like, the nigga got a bow and arrow. This nigga almost got knocked out by Loma. Loma had him buzzed like a motherfucker. He hit Loma with his hardest shit, and Loma bit down on his motherfucking mouthpiece and came forward.
Right, that nigga was a micro machine compared to fucking Devin.
He can't punch.
126 pounder did that to your ass.
Yeah.
Gosh almighty.
Think about that.
Quick,
all these fights be right in y'all motherfucking face, and look at him. That nigga's trash, bro. I hate to say it. The nigga trash. I never was sold on him. Hey, man. Hey, Slick, from the very beginning, my nigga.
Nah, he ain't like we used to go at it, bro. That's what I said. Nah, we used to go at me with it.
Like,
hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Murphy, I see you backstage. I'm gonna let you in.
Oh,
let me finish your point real quick.
But the land the plane, bro, from now on, niggas need to call me Nostradamus. Because blood, I always call this shit. On the dead homies, bro. I always call this shit. I'm Nostradamus. I told y'all this shit was gonna motherfucking happen.
You did. I got to give you that credit. And I'm gonna have to echo the same thing, man. I gotta say, Devin Haney, just not enough punching power. If he does manage to make it to deep waters, it'll be all footwork and on his bicycle, trying to avoid getting knocked out. All right, so somebody know Murphy already?
Oh yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah,
oh, your brother.
know.
Okay, let your brother on here. What up, Murph?
How's it going? I appreciate you.
Here we go.
Oh shit.
I appreciate you, letting me on, taking up your time and whatnot. Because I understand that this is a Devin hate channel.
Here we go, bro.
It's all good, baby. It's all good, baby.
Listen. You don't hear me speak.
I've been listening. I've been listening quite some time.
Here you go. It ain't on me. This is on heavy time.
Hey, don't come over here with no labels, man.
I can't stand that nigga. I'll take it. Label me.
And it's okay.
It's one in every family, fellas.
It's okay. Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Go ahead,
I
Murph.
just got a question for the whole table here. And Nine's used to it.
Oh, Lord.
Then why is Devin's name in your mouth? If he's so irrelevant, why is his name in your mouth? Why he's mentioned with the best of the best?
Can I answer that, y'all?
Go ahead, Nine.
Please go first.
His name is in our mouth for doing whole shit, not boxing and winning.
Really?
So
the last time I checked, when I Googled Devin,
he's doing whole shit.
It's a champion in recess.
Like, damn. Huh?
So basically, bums can be champions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro,
yeah,
that's all I need to know. Last I checked, dogs don't go recess.
Rolly. Exactly.
Nigga, I flunked recess. I don't know. He won't go play. Let him go play then.
It's champion
That's
in
all I'm
recess,
saying.
not recess. I believe it's two different spellings too.
No, it's not. Same thing. He want to go play. Let him go play for his 2 years.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it funky. Man. I ain't got nothing against Devin Haney to take advantage of all the opportunities that came his way. And then when you look at the story, what he was able to do with his pops not knowing nothing about the sport of boxing, I got a lot of respect for him. But now the way he moved, I can agree with people feeling the way that they feel,
right.
How he has moved in the past and right now. So, some hate gonna come along with that, or at least some pushback at the end of the day.
It's not what he doing in the ring. It's what he doing outside the ring that's rubbing people the wrong way.
It seems like he's embracing the narrative of being the bad guy, which is what he needed to do in the first goddamn place. People
No,
who's
he
gonna
embracing the
ride with
narrative
you
of
was
being
gonna
a bitch.
ride with you, regardless.
He's
Sound
being a bitch.
like a
He's
scorned
being
woman now.
soft, bro. He's being hella soft. Nigga,
Thank you for your opinion.
you justifying shit, nigga. Him
I ain't
doing shit
justifying
that you wouldn't
anything.
do.
Right.
This is shit that you wouldn't do as a man, nigga. I know you.
Yeah, that nigga whine
No,
too
if you
much.
if you cost me my promotional company's money, yeah, I'm suing you.
What?
Oh,
He
shut
ain't
the
cost that
fuck up.
nigga no money.
See, I'm not gonna bring court into some street shit. Like, I'll give
Oh
you an
Lord.
example. I'm not gonna argue with a street cop on the street. Nah, I'm gonna let that shit go to court. That's where my battle gonna be fought at.
Yeah, but this ain't no cop, bro. And this
You're not
thing,
gonna
Devin
win
the
on the
cop.
street.
Devin the
I'm
cop.
so glad that I got private business owners on this channel right now.
Devin the cop, man.
Let me tell y'all how it works. And not to cut nobody off, but this is how it works. Look at a record label. Universal Records, The Zone. Cash Money Records, the label, Matchroom. Artists, Lil Wayne. Only thing DHP is a fucking subcontractor, bro. That's it. So don't come talking that boss shit with his subcontracting ass, bro. He is not the boss, bro. Because guess what? He could have went and tried to sell a fight to DAZN his damn self and put up his own money. So he's not no motherfucking boss. So ain't nobody hating on no boss for one.
Well,
And
can
I want to know
can I
another
give
thing.
a little bit of
I
pushback?
got one question for you.
Hold on, Punch. Hold on, Punch.
Subcontractor.
Hold on, Punch. Now, Devin Haney that made a little over $15 million in his last 2 fights because of some boss moves.
Yep.
What you trying to say is boss moves is different than being a boss. If he's a boss, he don't have to associate himself with another entity. Is what we saying.
All right, so boss moves, right?
Okay.
Big money, right? Well, all right, so PED case, I got my loss back, no contest, right? So why don't he pay Ryan Garcia that 1.5 million back?
Well, he ain't. I wouldn't need it. Neither one of them need to pay nobody back.
That right
Just
there.
move on.
That wasn't a part of the negotiation.
Just move on.
Negotiation
He
was
can throw a show
he
off of
betted
that in
so much
DHP.
money per pound. So when he was so much pounds over that weight, he gave him that money.
No contest.
Yeah.
Fight never
Now use
happened
that
though. I
money
get
to
my
throw a
money
show.
back, right? So no
Use
contest.
that
We
money
never
to throw a
fought,
show,
right?
bro.
Technically.
No.
All right,
Okay,
let's let
if that's the case,
913 finish his thought real quick.
Nah,
Let's
but use that money to throw a show. See, this the whole thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You sitting up here, it's equivalent to a nigga getting his ass whooped for talking shit outside the club, and a motherfucker do some dirty, grimy shit, like hit you with some brass knuckles. But what your bitch ass do is you trying to sue the club, and you was the one talking shit.
Right.
That's exactly
No,
what
that's
the
not
fuck is going on.
no, you're taking it out of context. No,
That's
that's not how
exactly
that
the
works.
kind of shit that's happening.
Sir. If you sign a contract to fight me and I pop up dirty after the fact I whoop your ass, now I have lost effectively my brand money and I'm
What?
running around getting called a bitch numerous of times, but you was the motherfucker that popped dirty.
Devin
I
ruined his
lost my
brand, bro.
brand money.
Bro, he's ruining his
I'm
brand.
losing.
He did that himself, bro. When he went and ran
see
the
how you like to
ESPN and did that interview, wasn't nobody caring about Devin until he went and did that there ESPN interview. Sound like a scoring ass broad. And they're talking about, why would I fight him? I'm never fighting him again. Hell no, he's on PEDs. Blah, blah, blah. Like people didn't see you just keep your head on the line. You in the gym every day, Murph. What they tell you? What's the number one rule? Protect yourself and keep your head off the fucking line.
And
that ain't
what?
Ryan doing that. No, what? They told Devin to go in there and eat left hands all day? No.
Big facts.
Are you finished?
No, I'm not. I'm going to take up from him. And we can't focus on Ryan being a piece of shit and a dirty fighter because you keep on doing whole shit that's greater than that. We can't focus. Man, Ryan is a piece of shit for showing up dirty. Let's keep that understood.
And that's why he's
Nobody's
getting
taking up
sued.
for Ryan. But you
He
keep on
ain't getting
doing
sued,
whole
actually.
shit.
He's not getting sued, actually.
Read
He
the
is
48
getting
laws
sued.
of power,
he's
my
not.
nigga. God damn, he's doing whole shit and he's
This
taking
is coming from
everybody.
the same brother that tells me Devin's ain't in recess. Devin is actively suing Ryan Garcia.
Devin is not actively
about
suing,
what
and I can prove it today. Go look at the interview he did with Hawani today. when Juan kept asking him, "Are you suing him?" He kept saying, "I got my people looking into it to see which way we can go about it." So therefore, you're not suing him. You ain't sued shit yet. You ain't initiated nothing.
To publicly even come out and say that shit, though, I think that's not setting well.
That was weird, man.
Yeah.
Talking about I got people looking into it. Get the fuck out of here, bro. If you're not suing them, then don't say nothing. I wouldn't say nothing at all. If nobody should even know that he's suing them. What Devin was supposed to do was say, hey, what he tried to say today but kept reneging on it. I want it back in blood and in the ring and out the ring. Fuck that. You should have been off the gate. Hey, nigga, you got to run that shit the fuck back. And guess what? If that's all he would have said, nigga, the ball would have been in Ryan court. Niggas have been looking around like, what you gonna do, bro? No, y'all gonna run it back, bro?
Facts. Real quick, let me get to the chat, and then Murph, I want you to answer that question. DJ say, my 6 fights looks like this: Loma, Shakur, Keyshawn, Pitbull rematch, 140 Paro, and T.O. I don't think Devin is ever going to recover. My list not in order, except for the 140 boys are last on the list. Hell of a list. That's just wishful thinking. That'll never happen, but I love it. All right, Murph. You seem to be, taking up for Devin just a little bit, or at least that's how it appears. For Tank Davis, we all said Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson, rematch with Pitbull. The list goes on as far as the front runners. Who do you see to be the weakest link there? Who would Tank more than likely have an easy fight amongst that list of names?
Out of that whole list, I would say Pitbull, because Pitbull would be the one that has to come down.
You don't think Tank gonna move up the fight any of these 140 pounders? Right. He gonna make him come down to 135?
So he would have to go up for T.O. and come down.
Tank to come to 140 for what?
I agree.
That's true though. I forgot that he is at 140 though.
Because I was about to say with T.O., if Tank fights T.O., it's got to be at 40. So
it's gonna be at 40 if he fights T.O. for sure.
Oh hell yeah, T.O. ain't coming down.
But that's a different paycheck to do that. Too, though. You get what I'm saying?
Would come down.
Can I add a name, Devin?
Yeah, go ahead. Add a name.
I tell you what, motherfucker, he need to stay the fuck away from that is more than capable of doing it at 135.
Who is that?
He's a bad motherfucker right out of Japan. A new way.
Ooh.
Stay the fuck away from a new way, Tank.
That's a hell of a fight.
That'll be the one fight that he don't need to make no goddamn weight. There ain't never gonna be a problem with the weight cut. You ain't gonna be able to tease the nigga about water and all this other shit. Anyway, will fuck him up.
Man, he'll whoop his little ass. Tank ain't never coming to Japan, nigga. He'll beat Inoue's ass, bro. What you talking about?
Then why ain't we talking about him, sir?
Based on Inoue's
3 weight classes below him, bro. If he had to come all the way up to 35, bro, come on, man, stop.
So you think that makes him less dangerous by gaining the weight?
I don't think that power is going to carry over, man. I think Manny Pacquiao was a goddamn once-in-a-lifetime type of fighter. And no nigga moving up from 122 ain't jumping all the way up to 135. You do understand that, man.
Did Canelo go up 5 weight classes?
Bro, I just don't believe it.
But you'll be the same one that'll cut for Crawford, though, right? That makes Crawford to come up that many weight classes. That makes sense.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Canelo went up 5. Why?
You can't make this shit up.
Inouye could do it.
You can't make this
Ray Leonard did too.
Ray Leonard did. It could be done.
Classes over their career, they didn't jump from 126 to 135 to fight somebody, bro. What are you talking about?
Bro, that's
no, we talking about like Whip is in 6 years though. Whip is in the
now,
time
I say
frame.
If he work his way up to 35 and fight Tank, that's a different story. And I still think Tank will whoop his ass. But I'm saying, if I say they fighting right now when he fights at 126 and Tank fight at 135, why does
right now Tank got a fucking
Tank
problem?
To come down to 130 and Tank's not coming to Japan. He's not.
No, they're not. That's why Turk trying to get him. Turk trying to get him out of Japan.
The A side in a new way fight.
Definitely the A side.
Bullshit.
No, the fuck he's not.
Bullshit.
Not in Japan, he wouldn't. That's why he wouldn't come out of Japan.
He wouldn't, but it's not going to be in Japan.
Hell no, it ain't going to be in Japan.
Man, Tank's not going to Japan, bro. He don't have to.
If Tank go to Japan, he's not A side, bro.
Do shit.
You know what this reminds me of?
A new way, you would get more money. Bullshit, you not. You would get more money fighting in Japan than you would in the U.S., dog.
Way more money. Way more money.
It would have to be neutral, bro. It would have to be somewhere neutral.
A lot of American fans like the casuals.
That's the thing. There is no neutral in Japan. There is no either you're there.
No, I'm saying like that's why they're trying to get him. They're already trying to Turk trying to get him a fight in Wembley. What's that? Wembley Stadium in UK.
Yeah,
that's neutral. And Tank already said he'll go over there and fight. Tank said he'll go to the UK and fight.
Do y'all remember
That's
back
yet
in
to
the
be
day,
seen.
Roy
Tank
Jones?
said a lot of shit.
Do y'all remember back in the day, Roy Jones at 75 versus Darius Michalczewski? That shit never happened because he was a draw where he was. Roy was a draw where he was.
Yeah.
It fuck around and be a deadlock. You know what I mean? It's wishful thinking. It maybe some stroke of luck, somebody's bank account, somebody can write a big enough check. But as of right now, that shit's such a stretch, man. For this motherfucker to come up all them weight classes and then fight Tank, that's a stretch.
And I'll tell you another thing, because I'm not too sure about Shakur on 35. I want to see this next fight just to see how he looks.
Yeah, same here.
Yep.
He's real fucking. Tank is waiting too long to take care of shit he needs to take care of.
Hardatunian is another tough fight, man. I put him in the same category as like those Sandor Martins, Jermaine Ortiz's. You know, that's one of those tricky fighters, man. So it's definitely Shakur's got to have a good out next, definitely coming off the De Los Santos fight. And I just don't think this is another tough opponent for Shakur. So I definitely like that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but, I mean, he has to fight somebody tough, though. I mean, what he supposed to do? Come and give with a soft touch after that shit he did? That wasn't going to work. When we talking about branding and keeping your name up there, right? Yeah. So he got to come out. I mean, he got to come out performing. I think we finna see the Shakur that fought what's the Mexican boy that he fought?
Valdez.
We gonna see that performance.
No one remembers.
We better.
Well, I think that was a hell of a performance right there, bro.
Lost a lot of fans with that last boring ass fight.
Yeah, man. You only as good as your last fight. That's why I was like, man, he should have fought somebody like a month or two after that just to wash that shit away. But he let that fight linger way too long, nigga.
Well, he had to let that hand.
Well, he said his hand. Yeah, I'm about to say he had to get his hand done.
It's unfortunate. It's just one of those unfortunate things, man.
Yeah,
I don't think it's unfortunate. I think it exactly needed to happen.
You say what now?
It's the same thing with Tank and Pitbull, man. A lot of people shitted on Tank because of that performance versus Pitbull, but he had a fucked up hand. What could you do? And I think that's why the rematch is warranted for sure. All right, guys, we're gonna move on a little bit. Just like the title said, I wanted to touch on the Tank versus Loma because again, that fight, according to sources, is now finalized, and more than likely it'll be the weekend, the Saturday or the Sunday before Thanksgiving. Coach Kenny put it on his story, November the 24th. I was the black sheep in answering that question as far as who probably gives Tank the most trouble. I still believe Lomachenko is a real threat. And you got a lot of people who feel like Loma could potentially upset Tank. Definitely want to throw this question out to the panel, man, and have you guys answer this one. Does Lomachenko still have it in him, especially coming off the Kambosos fight? The only guy out of these group that's fought Kambosos that was able to get him out of there. Does he have enough left to frustrate Tank Davis and get a decision, a 12-round decision in this fight? I'll start with you, Murph, the new guy.
He has a chance, but it's highly unlikely.
Okay. Punch.
I think the one thing that stick out to me about Lomachenko is like, all right, I think the body work Devin Haney did against Lomachenko, that's what won the fight for Devin in my eyes. Great body work. And I think Tank is going to do even meaner body work than that. So, yeah, he going to have Loma gassed out around the sixth round. So, yeah, I got Tank by a 9th round knockout. Easy, because I see good body work happening slowing down. Because I would have liked to see this fight in like 2016, 2017, when Loma still had a little bit of his feet underneath him. Now he's getting old. You can see it every fight. Yeah, he looks good, but you can see him, he ain't as sharp as he used to be. So, yeah, this ain't. I think this fight's punished. All they going to say is, why you fighting the old man? You fighting Devin's leftovers. That's all we about to hear. But Tank by 9th round KO for sure.
Okay. 913.
To answer your question, yes, he's got enough in the Tank to frustrate Tank, but eventually he's going to get stopped because you look at it's a style matchup. When you have a puncher, Loma's not a pot shot kind of guy. He's a greedy kind of guy. He rattles off combinations, and I can see something like a Marquez versus Pacquiao happened where he just boom runs right into a shot, and he
In
may be
between
up on.
series.
Yeah, he may even be up on the scorecards or whatever, but that power is inevitable. It's going to happen. It's not if, but it's when he catches him. But he'll give a good fight though. But yeah, I don't see him beating Tank, bro.
I can dig it. Slick.
913 stole half my damn speech. But I agree.
You my evil doppelganger, bro.
You stole my speech. I swear, the part about him shooting them punches off, then he gets stuck. Now, that will happen, but I'm gonna tell you where the real fight gonna begin. It's gonna be at the feet. That's what Loma known for. Get you walking backwards when you don't want to, when it ain't off punches. You know what I'm saying? He sit there, do that pity pass shit to your gloves, just to get you start dropping. You know what I'm saying? Frustrate you. That's Loma's real wheelhouse. You see what I'm saying? And once he feel like he frustrates you, that's when he start taking a lot of them shots like 913 said. You know what I'm saying? But I got Tank in 8. I think Tank he's not gonna fall for all that shit. But the feet part is the part that I'm worried about. Now we saw a glimpse of it in Frank fight where Tank got some nice feet now. Like he made that man change his whole plan, turning him where he wanted to go, all just about the foot feints and all that. But that's where it's gonna be for Loma. Loma predicated his whole offense is based off his feet. Whole thing. You see what I'm saying? It's just gonna be, and then another thing too, these guys are what? Down in the same height. It's always gonna be a little tougher for a fighter that's used to fighting a person that's somewhat taller than him, as in the Tank. You get what I'm saying? You ain't seen Loma fight too many people his height neither. And and I know the body shots have worked well with Loma, but we talking about Loma fighting a monster that had way more reach to him that can get around, I'm saying, them elbows like that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Whereas it's gonna be a little more work for Tank. But I think Tank figures him out because everything I'm talking about is coming from a younger Loma. He can't hold that up for 12 like that no more. You see what I'm saying? He just can't.
And that I wanna kind of jump on what you said about that footwork. And for me, that's always been the special thing about Loma. You can say what you want about Lomachenko, but it's hard to argue that he's probably had the best footwork we've seen in boxing over the last several years. You know what I mean? And that's what is going to give him a chance to make the final bell. And again, that's the reason why I'm saying he probably could give Tank the best, fight amongst the rest of these guys. He's probably going to, because even if Tank starts to try to cut off the ring on Loma, he's extremely crafty. And like Nine said, the combination punching is there. He can make you miss. He can make you pay. Man, it's just, and again, based off his last fight, and that's what we all do. We base, what we see off these guys' last fight. Say what you want about Kambosos. He was a tough out. He was a paper champ, but you couldn't just go in there and knock him out, or unless somebody would have did it. But here comes Loma, 35 years old, 36 years old. He does it, and in tremendous fashion, in my opinion. So I just believe it's an extremely, extremely tough out for Tank. Does he win? Yeah, but man, he can fuck around and be down bad late in his fight and desperately looking for a knockout, in my opinion. Yeah. My guy DJ, all the way from down under, the Australian, is in the building. What up, DJ?
How you going, boys? Listen,
good,
I'm not going to
DJ?
argue.
What up, DJ?
I'm not going to argue with any about boxing technique and capability, but I just want to double down on probably what I'm thinking and feeling about this fight. I told Slick on his channel when Loma beat Kambosos that Loma would go and fight Tank. I think Slick said, no, Bob Arum won't want to give up the belts. But my whole thing is, what's Loma's motivation to go deep and try and actually win this against Tank? I think this is just a golden handshake for him and a final retirement payout. And what better way to do it with Tank? He's just going to get a huge payday. I for all the interviews and everything that I've seen, you can read into that how you want. I don't see the motivation for Loma to want to fight for another year, 2 years, fight mandatories, all those sorts of things. So if they've got to go deep into rounds 9, 10, I think Tank's got more of a motivation than Loma, and I think that could prove the difference.
All right, I like that. Yeah, because what's a bigger statement for Tank than knocking out the infamous Lomachenko? So absolutely, I can dig that, brother. I can most definitely dig it. It's gonna be interesting to see, man. Again, this fight finalized and looks like it's gonna be right before Thanksgiving. Go ahead,
Loma never been knocked out, has he? I don't think so.
No, hell no.
Hell no.
So that would be impressive if it do happen.
Yeah, and then it's definitely for retirement. I mean, what was the split? 53-47? Something like that.
I don't know if it's public information yet, but we have been notified that purse split is 53-47. So this is going to be a huge.
That's more than Ryan.
I'm about to get paid.
Yeah, that's more than what he gave Ryan, bro.
More than what he gave Ryan. And, this could very well be his fair wear, send your ass into retirement payday.
Yeah, this Loma's drop the mic moment, walk off stage, curtain call.
Yeah,
that's the way I see it.
The curtain call.
Pull this shit off, but I just don't see it.
He could be heading to Anthony Joshua's new care home.
Though. Loma's pretty much been begging for Tank for the last 7 to 6 years. So, I mean, there is that.
Where he sees something, probably,
Yeah, he's slowing down. It's the Roger Mayweather way. And
I just hope the guy Tank don't try this power punching shit at least before the 4th. You're not. The last thing he needs to get his chin tested. That's the last thing anybody want to see.
Well,
man, I was talking to you over the phone, Murph, though. But who do you got in that fight, though? You still drawing
and that's
blanks?
why I say it's okay. So it really is. If Tank fuck around and do what he did in this Frank fight, to where he's on that lead foot heavy, Loma's gonna sidestep him.
Oh, he gonna rumble.
I agree.
And that's the one. And he's gonna have to be working. I understand you lost all that weight, but again, Loma's not gonna be weight drained. Loma's not gonna have that cognitive dissonance issue the same way anyway. That's why I say it's possible. It's just not. I'm not giving it a likely. If Tank catches him, we know Loma got a chin. Do we say the same thing with Tank? Ain't nobody ever tested his chin before. It'll be Loma.
Oh shit! Oh chin. Hey, Ryan caught his ass and he was hanging on for dear life. Now
Rolly caught him too.
I know everybody. And Rolly caught his ass too. Yeah, he could be rattled. That's
from the side, sir.
Huh?
Was that from the side?
No, they caught him in the front, dead front. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is Tank can be rattled. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. Tank can be hit.
Oh, I'm not saying that he's unhittable. I'm talking about actually a honest to God chin check. You know what I'm talking about.
Dudes ain't never heard him.
You think Loma got enough power to do to check his chin though? Just
if I was a betting man and I was going up against everybody he done fought against, and then I would have Loma, I would bet Loma is able to get that side step in.
Hit him with something he can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the second he hits that damn chin, what is he doing? He's pulling under that goddamn jab and he's getting hit with that damn fury uppercut. And that's gonna be the shit that take him out. Just like normal Loma's victims.
So you do got Loma.
No, I can see it. I just don't say
you
it's
still
right.
drawing the blank. Yeah, I feel you. This one of them.
I'm not. To be honest with you, I'm watching that fight. That fight is going to be heavily a chess match, and it's not going to. And I'm sorry, I disagree with everybody on this panel. It's not going to make it to the 9th. It's not going to make it to the 6th.
I think.
You think he gets Loma out of there early?
The thing with it though, you're going to have to come in, like you said, the body. You're not going to get in on the body with Loma. Not like how y'all talking about.
Nah.
Tank ain't
you
the
come
fastest.
into the body with the clinch with Loma, you in trouble, brother.
I think I got Tank punching him in between his shots.
Yeah, I see that more likely than all these body shots. Devin had reach on Loma.
Yeah, I'm thinking Devin being greedy and Loma being greedy and rattling off combinations. You know what I mean? I think he can just get caught in between
He's
one of
not
them.
gonna want to. He's not gonna want to jump to the side like he normally do because he done lost a step or two. He gonna say, "Fuck it, I'm brawling," and
Yeah.
that's when he gonna get caught. I can see it working both ways. I wouldn't be surprised if both of these motherfuckers end up dropping at one point, but I still don't think it's gonna be after the 6. It ain't gonna make it past 6, brother.
Tank got a hell of a chance. I just can't see for the life of me Loma hurting him. Now landing something flush, yeah, sure.
So you saying a modern day classic, Murph?
I really, but it's gonna be a modern day classic in
the
a
2024
low weight class.
What was that, Punch?
Said maybe Loma in 2018, 2017 might have the potential to do that, but 2024 Lomachenko, nah, he ain't dropping.
Agreed. Definitely agreed to that shit.
I would like to ask a question to everybody, especially Heavy, because you said that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where does he show a chin? Like, it's a hell of a lot easier to recover from a direct chin punch than catching a motherfucker right there at the vein. Right?
Where hold up. Where does Tank show a chin?
Yeah, like everyone says, yeah, it's direct. Well, yeah, it's easy to recover from a direct.
Well,
y'all know
I
that,
ain't
right?
even never seen him hurt to where he had to recover. You know what
I'm
saying?
That Ryan fight, he held on for down there 20 seconds. Don't Ryan.
I think he held on.
I think he was falling back. I know what you're talking about, Slit.
Hold on, I can't let him rally, but I don't think Tank. He wasn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't never seen Tank hurt.
I mean, Tank said he was.
And that don't
in that monologue with the Frank shit, he said he was. They showed it too when he said he admitted, he said Ryan probably could have beat me if he was more patient. When he caught me and I held on to him, he didn't know that he had hurt me. He said, if you look at that Frank monologue when they showed that, yeah, he was hurt.
I just don't remember.
But it wasn't no, like, that's the hardest punch. And the hardest punches he said is Rolly.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he said the hardest puncher he's ever faced was Rolly. Right. And Rolly caught him with some clean shit. Pitbull caught him with some clean shit. Ryan caught him with some clean shit. Yeah. And I just ain't, he like Canelo. Maybe he's good at disguising it, because I didn't see Canelo get hit with some shit. Yeah. I didn't see Tank he get hit with some shit, but they never showed signs of truly being hurt, is what I'm saying.
Murph, you talking about him getting hit with an equilibrium shot on the side or something, huh?
Say that again?
Murph,
you talking chin checking
you talking about like an equilibrium shot?
I'm trying to, because I know there's different words for everything, so I don't want to get misconstrued. I'm talking about where your joints connect to actually, because I've been known for cracking jaws. I don't go for the straight. I'm hitting you right there at the lever of your chin where your blood flow. And when it crack, I don't have to hit you hard.
Right.
That's not a hard shot. It stops blood flow and your brain don't get the blood.
Hitting the motherfucker good, not hard. Yeah, I got you.
It'll look like a temple shot, but the way Loma throws his hooks, he snaps his down and he aims for that spot.
He'd have to do that with the right hook, though.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And he can do it at any time because he's shifty. Loma's shifty as fuck. That's what made him Loma.
Exactly. I mean, special footwork.
And all that running in Tank been doing, he got to get out of that.
Real
I've
quick,
been looking at the film.
Real quick, Murph, hold on. Quantum Rob, I see you in the backstage. Hold on, bro. Real quick, my guy Blaze. What up, Blaze? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. In the chat, he say, after seeing Tank walk down Frank Martin, I think Tank folds Loma. I think there's a lot of people in agreement with you, man. A lot of people do believe he'll be able to get that knockout. All right, I'm gonna let this guy Quantum Rob on it. Quan Rob, what up, what up, what up? Quantum Rob.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we hear you now.
Yeah.
What's your name and where you from, man?
Yo, hold on. Get your order ready. All right, so we're over here. We're getting
this nigga got a bell.
Yo, you already know. But, but we're coming from the depths of hell. Yo, so look at it like this: as I dwell within something that you can't even spell.
Where you from first, bro?
He sound like Teofimo, bro.
Yo, Teofimo Lopez. No, I don't think so because I'm not no Gomez. Yo, where am I from?
You sound like Teofimo, though. Bro.
Yo, it's Teofimo Lopez when he's washed up in his 50s.
Where you from, bro?
Yo, you already know what his dad sounds like. Where am I from? I'm from Florida. Florida,
okay.
Orlando,
Florida in the building.
where I'm from, but I'm originally from Boston. You already know we got the championships. We got the parking car in the parking lot. You already know.
Okay.
Yeah, they loving it. They loving it already. We coming over here, and if you don't like it, you cut. If you don't like it, that's all I gotta say about that. You know, I say, yo, they're feeling the vibe. So right now, this is what we're talking about. The whole topic is Tank upsets Loma. He's an old guy. I'm not impressed. That's all I have to say about that. I mean, what more do we have to argue about?
Well, actually, it's Tank upset by
Tank
Loma.
knocks out Loma, I mean, what more could we expect? Or it goes into a 12-round split decision, and they give it to Loma like they gave it to Devin Haney against Loma. Like, come on. They're going to go for the younger fighter that's going to give more money, more than the older fighter. This you guys know how the boxing game works. This is not nothing new. En el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo, introducing myself to all your boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? Quantum Rob over here. Let me tell you this. If they gave it to Devin Haney against Lomachenko, why wouldn't they give it to any other fighter against Lomachenko? Lomachenko is outside the door. I'm more out than going in. This is the basis of boxing. It's all about making money, and these networks can't make money unless you're bringing in pay-per-views. Pay-per-views are very strenuous. That's why HBO, that's why Showtime, that's why these people are out, because people are not profiting against fighters. Because you know why? Because these promoters kept fighters against fighters. They kept them against themselves for so long. Now they really need to work together, because if they don't work together, they will not survive. Let's go. Get your order ready.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name, bro?
I like this nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like
My dude, Captain Obvious. Everything you said was like the obvious, though, but you saying like Loma not gonna put up a good fight. That's what we talking about.
Give us the breakdown. Of the
like,
fight,
give us a real scenario. Like that, everything you explain, I can apply to all fights.
I think
you know what I'm
more
saying?
on the
Like,
line level of, I don't give a fuck.
The all fights, yo. Look, yo, this is the Saul fights, yo. I'm gonna give you the Saul fights with no sufficient suppression of succussion of suppression of.
Yeah, but that's every tank
come
fight.
on now, bro. This dude trying.
Give me a second.
That's every tank fight.
Put it like this. Look, Tank Davis goes in there with a Lomachenko. All right, an old ass Lomachenko that he didn't fight when he was young. You know what's gonna happen? Lomachenko's gonna go in there looking beautiful, looking pretty. Beep beep, up. It's gonna look like a Power Ranger show. Dip boom, boom, boom. It's gonna look like a little teeter totter. Boom, boom, and then all of a sudden it's gonna pop. And look, I don't think I shit's gonna go to decision. I think that it's gonna be too crafty, and I think that Lomachenko knows that he's not gonna put himself on the ropes in dumb positions. I think it will go to straight decision. I've never been wrong with my decisions and my perception of thoughts with any other channel. And I'll tell you, it will go 12 rounds. But it went 12 rounds to Devin Haney, and Lomachenko's not a finisher. He will not finish Tank Davis.
What?
That's not going to happen. We
I
will
agree.
not.
He said Loma's not a finisher.
Listen, let's listen to the logic. I'll just give me a space for a second. Listen to the logic. Who finished Tank Davis? Nobody. You think that Lomachenko's gonna finish Tank Davis? No,
Bruh,
it's 12 rounds.
that's
No,
like,
it's gonna go 12 rounds. Tank Davis
You
wins
just
by
danced around what you
decision.
said, but I'll let
Tank
you have that.
wins by decision like Devin Haney did, even though he lost. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get your order ready.
All right. Hold on, Quantum Rob.
This
I
nigga
think
got
Slick
the
want a
bill,
rebuttal.
nigga. That fucks me up. He got the
Nah,
bill.
I'm gonna let him have that, but he danced around what he said. He said that Loma can't finish, and that's what I was disagreeing with. But then he turned it around and said because he's old and they're not gonna let him finish. So I give him that, but
I agree with
everything everything you saying though. I mean, it's like I said, I can apply that to every fucking thing. You saying because he's 36, he's old, this and third. We're not talking about the business of boxing. That's what you need to be talking about. The business of boxing would say we're gonna put it in the young man's hands, so the old man need to get out there and perform and try to knock Tank out. That's what would need to be said. But like, it's not. I'm not finna sit here and act like Loma not gonna go in there and put up a fight. I'm not finna sit here and say Loma finna just go in there motherfucker and get slept. I mean, we did watch this man's career. Even if he does has in his mind, this is my retirement fight. He not finna go out looking like shit.
Yo, everybody doesn't want to go out looking like shit against Tank Davis, but they look spectacular. They look miraculous. And then all of a sudden, they get one more mistake in. Yo, everybody beat the shit out of Tank Davis in the last 4 fights. And you know what? When they make one dumbass mistake, bloop, that's it. Game over. That's what the thing is. I don't think that he's going to get his shit clocked in. But the thing is, Tank Davis is going to go 12 round with Lomachenko, no knockout, and he's not going to clock his shit in, but he will beat him by majority decision because of the system works on who's going to make us more money. And Tank Davis knows that every time he fought against somebody, all he's doing is making himself look weak in order to trap his opponent and put him into a trap, make him think that he's fighting a different fight. Tank Davis' intelligence inside of the ring IQ is very different in the squared circle to the people that understand how Tank Davis is because they think he's from the street. No, he's setting you up for something. He can get hit. He can make it look stupid. Then boom, the smartness comes out, knockout happens because they fell asleep. They fell to the fucking powder. They fell to the snake charm. They fell to the snake charm. They fell to the snake charm. Yo, Tank Davis be snake charming mother flowers to the point where they be sleeping and they think that they got them. They repeat one action, bang, and it's game over.
Hey, Slick,
my guy.
you remember the night at the Crawford fight, Slick?
Quantum.
Yeah.
When we was drunk,
you been subbed up to my channel?
That's what blood sound like too, though.
Right.
He sound like that's the night at the Crawford fight.
Hey, Quantum Rob, you been subbed up to my channel or you new?
Yeah, I'm just a new guy over here. I'm just a new guy, just soaking in, just taking in good channels. And I've been absorbing your channel for a couple of weeks, and at least you give people a chance, and I love it, and it's awesome.
That's dope,
for sure, man. I appreciate.
Oh yeah, we don't shit on fans over here, man. We let fans have they piece.
Yeah. You made a few good points, bro. For real, though. You did though.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you the only one up here that said that Loma doesn't get knocked out. Outside of no, because even Murph said he's gonna get him out of there early. So me and you the only ones who feel like more than likely Loma can make it to the 12th round. But damn, man, I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna keep this panel to this 6 man. Thank you for stopping by, man. My guy.
Hey, no doubt. Hey, en el nombre del Padre, de Hijo, Espíritu Santo, hit the like, subscribe, and till next time, my friends.
My guy, man.
Salute to you, bro.
Salute, Quantum Rob.
He was funny as hell.
He came with that energy, though. I like him. I like him, though.
Quantum Rob, man. But I agree with him. Some of that assessment, I think it's true, man. I really, really think it's true when it comes to this Tank Davis, Lomachenko. I think we all going to be pleasantly surprised. But, you know, if you follow Lomachenko's career, you're not going to be surprised at the good footwork that you're going to get, even out of a 36-year-old Lomachenko, and some of the frustrations that he'll be able to put Tank Davis through. And don't be surprised when you look around and they're going into the championship rounds. I could be wrong. I was wrong about the Frank Martin fight. I admit when I'm wrong, but if anybody can do it, a seasoned, experienced, special fighter, as far as footwork, at least, and giving angles like a Lomachenko could do it. All right, we got to move on a little bit, man, because I'm trying to go to Pound Town.
This thing's stupid, bro. Right here, bro.
With the old lady.
Do not switch up, Tank. Don't do that shit against Loma.
Tank going for the knockout, bro. This is special moments make special fighters, and this is his moment. He knocked that man out, do something ain't nobody else did. I don't care if people say he old. That's gonna look good and it's gonna catapult him, bro. So trust me, he's gonna go for that knockout, bro.
Oh yeah,
I just see him punching in between.
I understand that we're talking about this, but who honestly gives a shit about this fight? I just really want.
Everybody do. I
do. I ain't gonna lie.
I think it's 5 years.
I do.
But I care about it.
It's like everybody says that, and then the week of the fight,
that's amazing.
Everybody on it. I'm honest. I'm happy he's fighting. I'm happy he's fighting a name, bro. Yeah. Right. All of that stuff. Shout out to what was my guy name? I don't mean to miss his name. What was his name? Galaxy Rob. Quantum Rob. Yeah, like he said, everything, his analogies and everything he was saying was on point. But those were to fighters that nobody wanted to see him fight. Less than fighters. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Tank, and I'm gonna bring up this point real quick because it's the truth, whether people believe it or not. Up until Tank with Floyd Mayweather Promotions, you got the same fighters. You got the same type of fighters put in front of Tank Davis. Right. Now that he's truly detached from Mayweather Promotions, immediately you see him take a fight with a Frank Martin, which was, I continue to say, was outside of his box, right? And now you're going to jump right into a Lomachenko fight, somebody I'm sure Tank's been wanting to fight for a while, and they just wouldn't allow him to do so. Right. So, Tank's, he's moving forward, and he's going to make these fights. I think he really, truly wants to make these fights, man.
Wait. As in Tank wants to fight Loma?
Yeah.
Is that what you?
Yeah.
That's why this fight's happening.
Like he's been wanting to fight Loma. That's the
nah.
Nigga, he's been ducking him for 7 years, dog.
He's brought his name up, but I think that
man has actively been running
I'll be
away
honest
from
with you.
Loma.
Yeah, I think that was Mayweather and them didn't want him to fight Loma. He couldn't make his own decisions, bro. When you sign to a nigga that's signed to another nigga, you're not making your own decisions, bro.
Fight just not in front of you, bro. And you know that. I
already know. But I think I think it was something in him that he didn't want to fight Loma at first. I think
that man went on national television when Floyd started pushing for the shit. They trying to get me beat, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. But see, but check this out. But you can't say that without skipping apart. Before he was saying he would fight Loma, but then that's when they got that was the first beef. Him and Mayweather was going back and forth, and he was like, "Who the fuck they think I remember that tweet because he was like, "Who y'all think I am, Superman?"
I could pull up so many old Jones where Tank was talking about he wanted to fight Loma, bro. All over the internet,
but I remember that though because he just threw that on Tank. Oh, they wanted to because that's when his first time out leaving
on recess, and he was actually gone. That's the only time I remember Tank starting to say Loma when Loma was when his whole country went to war and he just ran to his family's house.
I don't recall exactly what was going on with Loma at the time, but I remember him saying he did. But I do know what you talking about, and that's when him and Mayweather was going at it on Twitter.
Fight Devin. He said he wanted to fight Shakur.
With Loma.
Yeah, he threatened with Loma. He said they trying to get me beat. He said, "What y'all think I'm Superman?" He did say that shit though. I remember that shit.
Yeah, he did. But listen, give him credit. We got to give him credit. Now, you know what I mean?
I ain't got to give him shit.
I think it's going to be a good fight, bro.
And these are the type of fights he wants to give us. Hell yeah. So whoever the fuck said, I think that was Murph said, do people really want to see it? Hell yeah, we want to see it. And listen, Crawford 36, why ain't nobody calling this nigga old? You know what I mean?
Bud Crawford had his defining fight.
First of all, he had a defining fight. But other than that, there wasn't nobody touching Crawford. Crawford don't take damage like that.
But
Lomachenko don't either.
Wars.
You know what though? We kind of gotta dial it back though, because if you think about it, Frank Martin 18 fights, Rolly probably under 20 fights, Loma probably just now getting 20 fights. This is an era where everybody's being moved fast,
and I hate agreeing with Nine.
It's painful. But at the same time, I hate agreeing with you too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's painful, but Tank really moved himself in a position and took all the fights that he had to take to get here. Even though it looked fucked up and we was antsy and ready for the nigga to fight, Well, now he's arrived. Now he's seasoned enough. Now he's learned the lessons that he needs to learn inside the gym. So now he's taking these fights. I'm glad that we getting them, better late than never. But
it's old school shit, bro.
Yeah, but it's still an asterisk by it in this day and age because you got motherfuckers with like 14, 15 fights, a world champion.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why it looks fucked up. Nobody's actually getting moved. You remember the day, fellas, man, when guys didn't even get a shot at the title unless they had 25 fights.
Yeah, and niggas was fighting Mandos and shit too.
Yeah.
In between, before they fought another big name. But now today, if you fight a Mando instead of fighting a big name, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. With Murph too, for the record.
But yeah, man, me personally, I got to give him credit because again, right now Tank's in the spot where if he wants to fight you, you're going to be next, and that's what he's doing. He's taking this Lomachenko fight, and I think it's right on time. You know what I mean? Could have been a little earlier, yeah, but now Tank Davis settled into his prime. He's settled into his prime, and he's ready for any challenge. You know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean? This is what they wanted
at 35. Yeah.
Well, that's
his weight class. That's where he fight at.
That's where he fights at. He's smaller than these guys.
He's 5'5", bro. Where you want him to fight at? He's 5'5".
You gotta fight your height. You know that, Murph. You a coach, nigga. You know that.
Where you want him to fight at, though? He's 5'5".
I want him to fight the fighters at 35 when they can actually make 35.
That shit
like everybody else.
Nigga. That ship has sailed, nigga.
That's why I love him to fight anyway. I wanted him to fight Shakur last year. 9 got me on that record. And I got Shakur beating him last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
What, like Shakur, 2 fights in the 35? Shakur just got to 35 away. His first fight was like, what, the end of last year?
Yeah, he only had like 2 fights at 35.
Yeah, this is, you know what I mean? He just got here, baby.
So 135, y'all really do think for an actual black man, 135 is a realistic weight for a grown ass man?
Based on height.
What they got to do with
based on height?
Yeah, fuck how tall you are.
Niggas, these 5'7" niggas, yeah.
For Tank Davis at 5'5", yeah. I bet if you look it up, that's probably supposed to be his weight somewhere around there. I'm 6 foot, man. Like this shit say I'm supposed to be 173 pounds, some shit like that.
Whatever, fellas.
So, hey, I'm just saying. All right, man, we're gonna nip that one in the bud, man, and move on real quick. And I gotta bring him up again. And I know how y'all feel about you. I know how y'all feel about. Let me put him up here. There you go. Talk that shit, Dale. Talk that shit, Dale.
The champion at recess. The champion at recess.
Dale. What you do, Dale?
He needs some milk.
It was at this moment.
Hey, yo, Heavy. I just want
to.
I have spam 9 with that exact meme for the last 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tired of seeing this shit. And you betrayed our friendship, T.O., bro. Like, you play it. And every morning I wake up and look at my text messages and say, Murph. I'm like,
damn.
That nigga was dancing to this shit.
Devin so hard because I'm constantly getting spammed, bro.
Hey, look. I've been saying this man was stripped. Slick was saying this man's a pussy. He a hoe, all that, bro. And look, champion in recess, baby.
Yeah, Ron, what's happening, baby?
They hate it. They can't stand it. Well,
but let's look what
a champion in recess ain't shit, bro.
Hey, heavy. Slick had to get off camera just so he don't show the bitter beer face. That's
what?
How mad he is.
Nigga, I'm eating something my face, but at the same time, nigga, being champion recess ain't shit. His arm ain't broke, ain't shit broke on him, bro. You shouldn't even be granted that shit.
Broke. He's mentally broke.
You been starving. He ain't mentally shit. That cop out these damn Gen Z motherfuckers be using, bro.
Participation trophies, bro. That's all that shit is a participation.
That's all it is, bro. You ain't no damn champion.
All the belt is. Yeah,
his pinky toe sprained, nigga. That's what he's saying. Some little punk shit. Man. He should have been fighting them goddamn Uggs he had on. Ain't nobody told him that shit.
There you go. Fight for free. Ain't that right?
Ain't no fighting for free. You been starving Sandor Martin now for 2 fucking years. You been running from him.
Nah, he been accepted step aside, buddy.
Nah, Bob been accepting fucking step aside money. That
Kevin,
nigga,
educate Slick about step aside money.
nigga, I know more about step aside money than you do, nigga. Bob get majority of that shit. He don't get that. Bob gives him a percentage of it, homie. Real talk. So the defender man that you know goddamn well ain't shit wrong with him, and he on up there, oh my God, mentally, spiritually, it hurts me. And it's my future earnings. It's like I can't even think to swing anymore. Stop that shit, soft ass shit, bro. Like stop it. And then have me and I'm more mad at because I was campaigning for your ass, defending this nigga and all this shit, bro. And then you talking about fuck the belts now, bro. Stop it. Now you part of the problem.
Told you, Slick.
He part of the fucking problem now. So step aside, cat.
King of contradiction.
Ain't no man. Every time I see this nigga face, I swear to fucking God, bro. This is what I hear. The real Glass Joe. That's what I hear every time, bro. That's what he dancing to.
Beer belches and everything.
Tell your boy why you talking about. Hold on. Why you talking about a nigga fighting at their weight? Tell that nigga to fight at his weight. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that. He don't want to fight no monsters. Cause that's what was the problem. He got in the ring with another monster. Talking about pay me for you being overweight when you came in just as big, nigga. Don't act like we weren't watching two middleweights.
I couldn't tell who was bigger that night.
Man, they was both big as fuck.
They niggas kept talking about.
But you talking about fight a nigga, motherfucking. Oh, I want to see Tank fight people at their weight, motherfucker. When he fought fucking Loma, he was 20-something pounds heavier than when he fought Rigoroo, he was 26 pounds heavier than that man. Stop playing, bruh.
Get it, Ryan.
Look, I know you like to watch wrestling. Who was the wrestler that said, "Say, my nigga, if you mad at me, you're mad at God, nigga."
No, I don't play like that though. I don't play like that, bro. But I say this though. Why he out here? You want to talk wrestling? Why he out here think he missed the perfect? He missed the shit face right now. Ooh. He trying to clean the fucking egg off his face because he out here praying like a girl. Like I said, it's a difference what you do in the ring and out the ring. I'm not talking about in the ring. That way he acting right now, bro.
Damn, you acting like
you fucking your own brand up. Don't blame nobody else for your own mishaps. This a man sport. This a man sport. He should have put his man suit on when he left the motherfucking house.
Yeah. Just fight the nigga. Just fight the nigga suited up on all the steroids in the world.
Man, that nigga want to suit up on no damn steroids out here lying and shit, man. That nigga, he had Austrian. I ain't taking enough for that shit. He should have knew better what fuck that party is. But I'm gonna tell you like this. Though, since you know every damn thing. But I'm the one. Right? Hold on. See, I wasn't even gonna say shit. I was gonna say this for my shit, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now, pimp. Since you want to sit here and act like that, right? Don't you get piss tested by the athletic commission?
Yes, sir.
All right, then. They knew before that fight. He told on himself this fucking morning. Danny Garcia even came out and said, nigga, I knew Danny Garcia gave a whole fucking scenario. I was fighting somebody. They piss tested. It was different than VADA. He made it clear. VADA's between the boxers. That has nothing to do with the commission. The commission came and told him your opponent popped dirty. But we gonna leave that up to you if you still gonna fight. It's 2 days before the fight. Guess what Devin fucked up and did this morning? Got on that fucking interview and said, oh, he failed 5 tests. Hawani said, what 5 tests? Wait a minute, what? He said, yeah. Thursday he was tested by the New York State Athletic Commission. Friday he was tested by the New York State Athletic Commission. And the day of the motherfucking fight. Amen. And they all just piss tests. So they fucking knew, bro. They knew. That's why Devin was only crying about VADA in the beginning. Like, stop playing with me, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you like my grandma told me, you know we allowed to read now, right? Fuck that, bro. Like, and you use 913 reference, you pissing on my head trying to tell me it's fucking rain ain't gonna buy. That ain't getting it. That ain't getting it, bro. Like, it's what you doing outside the ring to blame he ruining my brand. You ruining your brand, bro. You ruined it so much that you done lifted the veil up and showed the business side of boxing to the point where New York Athletic State Commission had to come the fuck out and put the fucking paperwork out there to let everybody know we did not suspend Ryan for doping. We suspended him because he didn't put down that he was taking shit. Stop playing, bro. They had to put that out. So they didn't even get to go to the steps of suspending him for no dope. They were mad because he went to VADA, sent VADA that shit, and VADA came back and said it was contaminated. New York said, motherfucker, what the fuck you do that for? Now we got to get you. And then they went out, the reason we suspended him, why we finding him, why he got to get his purse back, because he broke the fucking rules. We asked you, are you on supplements? Your doctor gave you any medicine? Any of that shit. So in retrospect, if Ryan would have listed what he was taking, they would have took that shit and analyzed it themselves, and that shit wouldn't have got overturned. Because everybody want to forget that Vada said that shit was contaminated. Vada said it was. So Ryan is suspended while he on TV talking about, well, why would he give up $1 million and not fight for the $1 million? Nigga, he gave the purse back because he broke the rules. And in hindsight, it's your fault. You talk too goddamn much. You're not finna sit and act like you didn't know them piss tests exist before the fucking fight. So I'm just saying, bro, at the end of the goddamn day, Glass Joe need to shut his trap. Just say you want your rematch and put the ball in Ryan court. That's all that need to happen. That's all I'm saying, bro. But I'm not finna defend it's a two-way street. I'm not finna defend Ryan on doping, and I'm not finna defend this dude that's crying. I'm sorry, I can't do it, bro. It wasn't an epic fight. It was a piss poor performance from both of them motherfuckers. And he on the screen like this nigga pulverized his ass. Like he got like the Incredible Hulk did old boy on the Avengers or something. You got beat by a glorified fucking amateur. A straight prospect.
Hey, Blood, you just got fired up, Murph. Hey,
man. Heavy. Obviously, I got this man triggered.
No, I'm just tired of everybody taking up for this dude. Like y'all, do y'all have love in y'all veins, bro? Somebody need to tell Devin we love you, bro. But bro, this ain't the way. This ain't the way, bro.
Sir. 9, are you still present, brother? Because you work with pros and everything. Do they tell you before the fight if your opponent popped dirty or not, if they want to have the fight because it brings them money? Do they tell you that?
They'll pull you aside and say, hey, man, you know, this, then I've had guys that that wore different gloves because I had a fighter that had hands too big. And what they'll do is like, well, we can give you a different pair of gloves, but they got to check with the other corner. Hey, is it okay? And if they sign off on that shit and the commission signs off on that, literally they sign off on your
They did that with Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, they sign off on your gloves. They sign off on everything. And if they sign off on that, yeah, and the opposing corner says, yeah, I'm good with it, then fuck it. It is what it is. We got to fight. You know what I'm saying? He was looking at the money. He thought he was going to wash dude. And he ended up, you know, taking a hard fight and getting dropped 3 times and shit. And, you know, he miscalculated. That's all it was. Now, like my point is this. I think Ryan is a piece of shit because no fighter should come in dirty. But at the same time, it's the way you're handling that. You know what I mean? And I've been calling from it from the beginning. Miguel Cotto energy. Miguel Cotto was quiet. He stuck his motherfucking head down. He fought who he had to fight to get back. And then when he got in this motherfucking ring, he said, fuck you, bitch. Yes, I'm going to be the A side. You bring your motherfucking ass out first, and I'm going to knock you the fuck out. And that's what happened. Is Devin built like that? At some point, all these excuses, these coulda, shoulda, wouldas, don't work. We're men. We don't have that luxury of complaining. We go in and we get the motherfucking job done. And that's all I'm complaining. We don't have that
that's what I want to ask. Is that the biggest problem you guys got with Devin Haney? Is the fact that he's complained so much about fighting a dirty fighter?
No,
pretty much.
No. It's different. That's the subject matter that he's using. It's how he's doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's how he's doing it, bro. He's campaigning and reneging at the same time. You can't sit there right after the fight. He had all my respect when he said, hell yeah, I want to run it back. I gave him a shot. It's only right he give me a shot back, right? Then the next day, nigga go to ESPN when this shit come out, start crying. Then he keeps going on his campaign, crying. And then you renege on it again. Then you go right back to crying. Then today, I want to get it back in blood, but I want it in the ring and out the ring. What the fuck is that?
No,
I want it in the ring and out the ring.
He is, bro.
That's the lawsuit.
He's showing how fragile he is.
You know then talking about he's suing, and he not even suing nobody. Well, I got my team looking into it to see which way we gonna go. Quit saying you suing somebody, you ain't suing them.
But can we agree that Now, this probably came as a big shock to Devin. What if he didn't know that Ryan was actually dirty?
Somebody, I bet you somebody in his team knew.
Somebody knew.
Somebody knew.
Somebody definitely knew.
But we don't know that. That's all speculation.
But they don't count that. They don't count that. See, Nine is talking to you in the early 2000s. They're not telling the boxers where to find that bitch.
Man, fuck that, nigga. You suffer from confirmation bias.
This old.
If I don't say nothing, it's gonna confirm what you say, bro. Ain't nothing new under the sun. They've been doing it the same way since the motherfucking 50s, nigga. Fuck out of here. The whole
Facts,
thing
wrong.
is
They're not telling the other fighter about lab,
bro.
And even if they would, guess what? They're not stopping that fucking payday, dog. They're not stopping.
That's why, like Danny Garcia said, and this recent, Danny Garcia said that. He said the commission came to him and said, your guy popped dirty. He said, but we gonna leave it up to you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to fight him, you can fight him. It's 2 days before the fight. Remember that.
And
so they wanted the money. We're not saying they not greedy. You know what I'm saying?
Slick, but he chose the money because he had another fighter, another opponent lined up to save the fucking show, and he still went towards Ryan.
Gluttony
to save the show, nigga. Ain't nobody buying.
That's gluttony, bro. At the end of the day, when that man came in, you felt like he was too heavy. You had to charge him $1 million something. He should have right then and there. You had ample, you know what I'm saying, opportunity, bro. You didn't even try to make the man work. I'd have made that nigga sweat a pound and a half of that off.
I'm not.
And whoever they, what's the dude they had that he came and spoke at the press conference and everything too? That was supposed to fill his line.
Yeah. Another Golden Boy fighter that's up and coming. I can't remember his name.
Is he a Puerto Rican kid or some shit like that?
Yeah.
They've been hyping him up.
Straight off the island.
He looked like shit in that fight too. I think he lost that fight.
He did look like shit.
Saving the show, you just seen PPC when Thurman got hurt and they brought in Fundora to fight Tszyu. That's saving your show.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask y'all this. Y'all truly believe Devin knew Ryan was on PEDs before he actually stepped in the ring with him?
I can't say that. But I'll say this. I'll say this though. With that process and the way it looks, I can't say Devin knew it, but I believe somebody knew. Because he talked so much to the point where they had to put that out there like, dude, we tested that dude 3 times and he failed all 3 times. Like they put it out there, bro. They didn't say this not one time before. Everybody's talking about Vada. Remember when it came out, it was NC-19 and Osterine and all that shit, right? That's all everybody's screaming to the point where he kept doing that shit.
Popped up again on the ones they tested in New York.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But it came out after. That's the ones that came up after. They said they popped them 3 times.
After, if you take
no, Vada comes out after. Vada comes out after. They do a simple piss test, bro.
Remember the niggas 13.
You can go look at the
right, like a day after the fight and say.
We're not talking about Vada. Vada do the scientific shit, bro. They do a piss test, a fucking piss test.
The only way urine pops is on a piss.
They do your piss and they draw your blood as well.
God, and they don't test for just pee. They test for everything from cocaine. Nigga, go read the whole thing. They tell you everything they do.
I gotta admit, it's hard for me to believe that Devin knew he could potentially be giving up the weight and that the nigga was on PEDs and still chose to get in the ring with him.
This is why I think that somebody in the camp knew, because if you go back and do a little bit of research, and only a couple of people caught on to it, is that the day after Devin lost, his little 13-year-old brother, the little tennis player, went right online and said Ryan
That's
Garcia's
when you're going to find out. It's a 3-day process.
That he's going to pop dirty. It was the day after the fight. He's like, yeah, man. He's about
it
to
was
pop
his
dirty.
day after.
And everybody was like, whatever, push it to the side, and then the nigga popped dirty, and everybody ran back to that. So that's how I think. If the little nigga know, then the dad know.
I think somebody knew.
That's what I think. That's all I'm
saying. You didn't see that? He went live. Little dude went live and said that shit.
Right after the fight.
Yeah, he went live. It was like, Allah telling me that Ryan gonna pop dirty.
Facts.
So Allah is telling me that he gonna pop dirty. Swear to God, he said that.
Fellas, it's a
and everybody's like, damn, well, how do you just come up with that?
Training or a PED.
What'd you say?
That's where it's a 48-hour process to run a urine sample for PED.
Now watch this. Thursday. Yeah. Like they put it out there. He popped dirty Thursday. This is New York saying he popped dirty Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yep.
But you know what, y'all?
They knew.
Don't mind heavy. I got a question for the whole panel.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
we talking about the problem, but what's the solution? What would you, starting with Murph, bro? What would you have Devin do?
Personally, I have
Given
him
all
pretty
this
much
information.
pissing y'all niggas off like he doing now. If I'm his PR, I'm having him piss you niggas off like
What
he
would you
doing
have
now.
them do in totality? As a fighter and a business.
Explain a little bit, Nine. What you mean?
Okay, he's saying, okay, piss him off, but that's it? Piss everybody off?
No, not piss. Okay, look here, dog.
That's why we
I'm
calling him a
saying,
bitch.
and that's fine. That's what I want you to do as his PR at this point. You ain't gonna be able to stand this nigga. Hate this nigga. Want him to get fucked up. Tell everyone how much he's a pussy and a hoe. We got him in the recess. We are seeing which ways we can hit this nigga with the civil lawsuit. We are. I'm doing all that shit. And by the way, I'm having him put champion in recess just to come back at a safer fucking weight than 140. Because obviously, the motherfucker didn't have no cognitive dissonance after that motherfucking
You
clip. He
can't
was
be
gone.
champion.
You can't. I'm about to say, what's the
I'm
point of being champion in recess if you not come back at that weight?
They cannot say that. That's why they're putting them in recess.
Man, look. I ain't talking about Dave. Why does he want to be champion in recess if he ain't coming back? Like he said earlier, he said he not coming back to a certain way. He said he fighting that way. He think he may well. He said he come back and fight any way he want. So what's the point?
That's exactly what
You holding the game up then?
If that's the case, what's the point with Crawford holding his belts?
No, they gone.
that's a good thing,
Well, some of them
'cause
gone.
That's a good thing
He
though,
still
because he's
has
not
belts,
holding the
does he
game
not?
up.
They had to strip him, correct?
Let me ask like somebody
No,
else.
I'm not going against that. I said that Terrence should have been left them motherfuckers go the minute he signed that fight.
Oh God.
But
Yeah, he did.
what would y'all have? What would y'all have Devin do?
Can I answer that? Can I
He's
answer
coming
this?
back at 47.
Check this out. Devin, if I was Devin PR, all that shit he was saying, bro, just let it go. Watch that. What he should have been doing is, especially after New York came out and said that now they releasing that they knew that Ryan was dirty Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. He should be on their tail. He should be like, hey, I'm in this motherfucking ring. Ryan came in this motherfucker. Y'all let this nigga escape.
Oh my God. Oh my
That's who the fuck you go after, bro. You can't just keep blaming dudes that shit like that, bro. And what you talking about? Oh my God, oh my God. That's the real logical shit to do. They're in
a narrative that is not
I'm not
true.
misreading. Go. I told you we allowed to read now. Go find it yourself.
Right, dude. Just because you're yelling,
Go find it yourself. Go find it. Just quit all that girly ass shit you be doing, bro. And get man, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. I'm quoting what I read, bro. I'm quoting what I read, bro.
Friday and Saturday, 48 hours process. That means they found
Hey, bro.
out
Hey, bro.
that
Hey,
he
bro.
was
Hey, bro.
dirty
Hey,
Saturday,
3 days is
then the
36 hours,
Friday,
right?
And then the Saturday.
Man, stop that shit, bro. Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. When you got a whole nother pro boxer even telling you they let you know that shit, bro. And then this man himself, this morning on a Wani show, nigga, said it himself. Now he's bringing it up. No, I don't. I know you don't. You don't understand, nigga. I'm telling you what the man said himself.
You're not hearing me, Slick. You can't be hearing me.
Bruh,
Still be arguing.
I'm answering you so I can fucking hear you. You don't want to hear shit but yourself. Go look at the Wani show,
bro.
And you tell me then.
I just got through telling you, but you were so busy trying to think you're right.
No, bro.
You're misreading.
I heard what you said. You said because it land on Saturday, you're not gonna find out the fucking Monday. I heard that. You repeated it like 3 times, bro.
So Thursday means he pissed in the fucking cup Thursday.
Stop it, bro. He need to go at the motherfuckers to make a proper fucking process. You interrupted me when I was asked what he should do. I can give a fuck about this whole PED shit. But if he gonna really be mad at somebody, the process need to be fucking cleaned up, nigga.
Only person you lying to is your damn self.
Shit,
nigga.
man, I don't give a fuck what you think about me or anybody else, nigga. The process needs to be cleaned up. And if you think it ain't a problem with the fucking process, it's something clearly wrong with you. Because when 2 niggas get in the ring and somebody pop dirty, the delay ain't the nigga who took it. The delay is the nigga who doing the testing. So if they didn't tell him like you say, it's still a fucking problem. How is it not a fucking problem? The problem's bigger than Devin and Ryan at that point. Now, did you hear me? Shit.
I hear you running your
I'm not defending
list,
neither one of them motherfuckers, bro.
You're not comprehending, nigga.
Hey,
God damn, bro.
I'm done with you, dog.
It ain't no comprehending you, nigga, because he asked me a motherfucking question and I answered it.
You see that dumb
you
shit?
You can't fucking change my answer to fit what you wanted to fucking say.
Ignorant ass nigga.
God damn,
Mute me
nigga.
now,
Shit.
Mute me now. Oh, trigger that.
Stop it, bro.
Mute me now.
You trying to change my answer to be your answer, nigga. You want to ask the question.
No,
he
I'm
asked
trying
me
to
the
stop you
question.
from sounding stupid.
No, nigga. The only person that think I sound stupid is you, nigga. Shit,
Right.
I'm not here for you, nigga. I'm here for my own answers. That's what I'm saying. I don't need another man speaking for me.
I'm not speaking for you.
Shit.
All right, well, like, what
Got
do
your
y'all
blood
think?
pressure up over there.
And no,
Hey,
it's not. Trust me, bro.
Everybody else, what do y'all think the
Bullshit.
solution is, though, y'all?
For me, the solution is the same, and it's always going to be the same. If you giving them niggas a drug test the day prior, you need the results the same fucking day. And it's not like it can't be done. You can't sit here and tell me it takes you 48 hours to check. And I think the only reason why is because they have so many other samples to go through. But this has to take priority. You got to fight with two men is in the ring and somebody could fucking die. Somebody could die, bro. Somebody could fucking die. So that takes priority. Get me these results back in a timely fashion before I put these two guys in the ring. Bottom line.
Yeah, but Heavy, there's certain ways to get that to pop for their testing, right? That even requires a certain amount of time for the proteins to actually activate the goddamn poppy measure. That makes sense? It's
Say
not
that
like
again?
weed where it's stop. Okay, everyone's thinking of it like weed. It's not like that. They add proteins for this particular PED to pop, and that requires time for it to actually process. Otherwise, you ain't never gonna find it. That's why the hair follicle he sent in didn't mean shit. That makes sense.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying because of the simple fact that somebody's life's on the line, you got to figure out a better way. You got to figure out a better way. And I just don't believe with technology the way it is that you can't get a sample back in 24 hours or 16 hours, 10 hours. It's just hard for me to believe that.
I'm sorry, brother. It just don't work like that.
What I'm saying, it can't be when other fighters and came out and said they got their test before fights. So how is they test even better? What they pay extra money or something? And there's not one test for Osterin. There's not one test for Osterin. They admitted that there's not. Vada even said they don't have a test for just Osterin. They test for all. It's a test that pops for all.
Thank you for proving my point, Slick. Thank you.
But that's Vada, bro.
Oh my.
The question was what needs to be done about it, and that's the only solution, bro. I mean, again, you potentially putting somebody's life on the line, man. You gotta have those results before these two motherfuckers get in the ring, bro.
And y'all want to know what
any other PEDs, bro? They're
my
not testing like blood.
It's totally different from what all you guys said. Man, listen. Pick a weight. Pick a motherfucking weight. Period, point blank. Put some paperwork on this nigga in the contract. Test this motherfucker consistently around the motherfucking clock, Olympic style testing, and go get your motherfucking cookies back. Fact. Everybody talking about all this other shit. Fuck that. That's the problem.
They already got that leash on them, nah. They got that leash. He gotta get random tests all year. But I think it should be like that in a sport like this. I think it should be like that over the board. If you're an active fighter, I think that should be period, point blank period. You're gonna get random tested. You get what I'm saying?
But see, we not gonna get
That's
that because he said on the ESPN thing that he didn't want to fight him now. Now he's saying he want to fight him. This motherfucker's so indecisive. I just want a solution to this shit. Get that motherfucker back in the ring and fight him. Win, lose, or draw, get your motherfucking cookies back. That is the only solution because people are looking at you like you're a bitch and you running from him. You know what I'm saying? So get that nigga back in the ring.
Like in the first press conference, this should have been his attitude. No, I'm gonna get my cookies back. He tricked me. You know what I mean? He caught me slipping, and he caught me in a fight that I shouldn't have fought. Now I'm gonna come out and fight him the right way in the rematch, ASAP. No, he's kind of like a bitch.
That's all you gotta do.
I ever seen him. I ain't never fighting him again. Physical and mental. Like, come on, bro.
Bro, that's all you gotta do is fight the nigga again.
Again, that's it. Hold on,
get your rematch, my guy.
Hold on real quick. Shout out my guy Unbiased Brim, who be everywhere. What up, Brim? Says it's very unlikely to get these results in under 24 hours.
Right,
This
I can
is
agree with
the
that.
field I'm in. Brim, now I see you be on everybody else goddamn show. Come on through here and explain that shit. What'd he say? He says
The same shit.
the cost to get a sample back that fast is gonna be too heavy. Look, you said this is the field you in, so please come break that shit down if you got time. I know you be at work a lot. Shout out my guy Unbiased Brim, be on my man Mark Nash TV all the time and everywhere else. I think
That is a very smart man. Thank you.
But he just said the cost. So that's why I just said, what does it take? More money?
No, damn near impossible with a PED.
Well, according to Brim, it has a price to get it back. It's just real heavy.
But I get the 24 hours. I know you ain't gonna get shit under 24 hours. But I'm just saying it gotta be a way. Because like I said, I'm hearing from Danny Garcia to Anthony and Darrell, motherfuckers coming out saying like, nigga, we knew. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know they just not out here saying that shit, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Was that for a PED or was that for a steroid?
PEDs, period. Overall, they knew.
Bruh, first of all, a PED.
Danny Garcia said PEDs, bruh. Danny Garcia said PEDs for a fact. And I know he said that. And he said I knew, and they put it, they told me I had a choice. And I could not fight him or I can.
Here come Brim.
Oh, thank God.
The infamous Unbiased Brim joining Heavy Bag Boxing TV for the very first time. Salute, my brother. Thank you for coming through. What's up, boy?
Good evening, my brother. Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing?
What's happening?
How you doing, brother?
Salute.
I'm all right. I figured I'd slide through while I got a chance here at work. Okay, so just a little background. I'm an operations manager for a logistic company. What I deal with is medical specimens all throughout the country, picking up, putting them on flights, getting them shipped to hospitals, labs, and all that. So I do understand the process. Now, the back end of that process, I'm not as keen to, but I do have an understanding because I did do some stuff at Quest when they tried to hire me away from this company because I did stuff in Jersey for Quest. But the way it works is this, and y'all mentioned this, the backlog for other specimens to be tested is one of the big reasons why there's a delay and you're not getting the results for these samples back that quickly. Because if you got 4,000 specimens that have to be tested, I can't take this specimen and move it to the front of the line without it actually having to be a cost behind it. And this already is very expensive. Outside of the major bouts, a lot of the promotional companies do not necessarily pay for these tests. If you look at these lower end fights, there's not testing going on with those lower end fights because some of these testings can cost in excess to 20, 30,000. And if you got Willie Joe Bobo versus Unbiased Brim fighting, you're not spending that type of money for us to be tested.
Right.
So that's one dynamic. And then the other dynamic is I get testing. The quickest turnaround I've seen for testing is 24 hours. In a situation like that, that means it's the lab that's doing their testing for themselves, and it's basic labs. It's not testing for PEDs. We're looking at testing, a stool sample or a COVID test, things of that nature. Those type of things is not going to be the same as a PED test because it's extensive. You're testing for multiple drugs,
proteins, yes.
So it's a process, and unfortunately, with that process and with a backlog, it's very difficult to get something in 24 hours. Even 48 hours is a stretch in regards to PED testing. Now, for some of the testing that we deal with here, like we got sample stuff all in this building. I got my worker; she's up here doing the line haul count right now for specimens that drivers pick up and then deliver to particular facilities. But see, that's different. Those are regular specimens. You're dealing with, podiatries, so you get toenail samples, stool samples, pee samples. Those are a simpler process than a PED sample. It's multiple things they have to test for. So it's a process that you can't cheat and can't skip. And since you can't cheat and can't skip it, you can't expect to get 24-hour results for those unless they build a lab specifically just for this, which they're not going to do because the millions of dollars is going to cost to do that. And it's only 2 WADA accredited labs that does these testings in the first place. So with only 2 labs in the entire United States, and you have so many different sports, so many different entities that are testing for PEDs, it's difficult to get something in that quickly.
Yeah. Right. But you can get it. But you can get them in 48 hours, though, right?
Typically.
Don't. I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to say that you can and you can't. It's possibly a possibility, but the reason why I think it's not necessarily a given because you have a backlog of other specimens and other things that have to be tested. Mm-hmm. So if we at the Olympics, we have NBA, we have MLS, you have MLB, you have NFL, then you have, employers. All these people are utilizing the same couple of labs that does this testing. So for me to get fighter A and fighter B's tested, move up to the front of the line, how's that going to work? I can't skip the line.
Okay. I got a couple questions actually. Okay, so when Ryan popped dirty and New York said they knew he popped dirty Thursday, Friday, right? Or whatever the case may be. And they said it was a piss test, right? Mm-hmm. So if they're saying they knew at the latest of Friday, because that's how they putting it out there. Would they be paying? Would that be the state paying for that?
After the fight.
No, they said they knew they knew Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but they definitely knew Friday. They put it out there to get ahead of it, and Devin repeated the same thing this morning.
So they knew before the fight?
Pretty much.
No, he pissed Thursday, Friday, and popped dirty.
Oh yeah, but see the thing is, you pissed Thursday, Friday, but you can't. I mean, that test results are probably not going to come back till the next Wednesday,
or the day
till that
of,
next Wednesday.
Maybe.
So this is where I'm lost at. Then how is other fighters like a Danny Garcia, not just like you say Piniani fighters, high profile fighters saying that they were notified and they had a choice to go on with the fight or not? Hold on, I'm asking him, Murph.
Because I think that they didn't get the results that he was positive till after the fight. The thing is, remember, that was the test that he took the day before the fight. Now, if this was a test he took 3 weeks before the fight, a month before the fight, then they would have got the red alert that, hey, this guy came up positive, before the fight. But remember, the test that came back positive were the test he took right before the fight. So it wasn't enough time. It wasn't enough time for them to be able to find out he's positive and then inform all parties before the fight, considering that was the test right before the fight.
I have a question too now. Do these 2 labs that test for PEDs, do they do the exact same test and do they use the same methods? And one more question on top of that. I'm just gonna get them both out. And what's the best sample to test for a PED, blood or urine?
I'll answer the second one first because the second one's easy. Blood.
Right.
Blood is the easiest. Urine, it can be good, but there are some certain PEDs that I won't say go undetected, but it may be a little bit more difficult process with urine in comparison to blood. It's a little easier with blood, but I don't know if it's to the degree that where some people may stay. Now, the second part, in regards to the labs that WADA and them use, I can't answer that question. I don't know the process of what they're utilizing, so I can't say something I don't know. But what I would assume is similar protocols, but it may be a few different things in regards to those protocols. And remember, VADA is the V for VADA stands for voluntary. So they had that's why I got kind of tight when people were talking about Victor Conte, different, bro, you didn't have to use VADA. You had other choices. You could have went to another testing agency that does this. You didn't have to go with VADA. So that kind of feels that bullshit when I heard that.
It's reputable. VADA is very, very reputable.
So who does? I got one more. And this is probably the last one, I promise. So I was just saying that VADA is between the fighters. That's something they agree on to do or whatever. New York. Now my question is, who do New York any commission? Who do they use to test their stuff?
Good question. I don't know. I would have a feeling it might be Quest. It might be Quest, but don't quote me on it. It could be questioned. You know what? I'm glad you asked that question. I'm going to look into that and see what labs they may use. But I would assume that it could be Quest that they might be utilizing, but don't quote me on.
Okay.
I'm not saying that is a verifiable fact. I'm saying that is a possibility.
Yeah, every commission is different.
Right.
When I'm fighting, like you could go, like say for instance, you could fight in Oklahoma and you don't get no blood work, but then you fight in Missouri, you get blood
Right.
pissing you like soon as you get out the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you go to Nebraska and they pissing you and giving you blood work and an eye exam. You know what I mean? And then when you get out the ring, you pissing. So it's every commission is different. That's the crazy thing about it, is because it's like there's no standard. So promoters would call you and be like, "Hey, your blood work good? When the last time you had your blood work?" If it was 6 months ago, shit, you could fight.
Yeah.
Or they take the money for the blood work out of your purse.
Right. Yeah. Last year was a thing about PBC. They were saying a lot of PBC fights wasn't no drug testing involved.
Yeah. That's some great clarity though from Brim, and again, thanks for stopping by too, Brim. You see, I treat you with respect over here. I ain't gonna do you like Mark be doing you.
That's all good, Mark, my bro. He be busting my chops, you know. But yeah, I appreciate you having me on. I pulled up and I heard y'all talking about it, and I was like, oh, this is a topic that I'm a little familiar with. You know, I'm not an expert or anything, but I do understand the processes of it. So
yeah, and I appreciate you because you actually in that field. You in a room right now full of samples and shit. But basically, what you're saying is, more than likely, there's no way Devin Haney or anybody knew what these results was, given the time that the tests were taken for this fight.
that's correct, because they wouldn't have. They probably didn't get the results no earlier than Wednesday after the fight. It probably was at best 72 hours, which would be Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So at best Tuesday, at best, and that probably wasn't even the case in that scenario. Because once they test it, they come positive, they might retest it, go through the protocols, whatever procedures, the protocols that they follow. And that's another thing, is a lot of red tape behind this, which will also delay processes as well.
No doubt. Dig it. And I think there's also some more clarity on the fighters we've heard about, knowing about guys who pop positive. More than likely, those test results were done prior, ahead of time, with enough time to get back and get that information to the fighters.
Well, Ryan was negative on those other tests though, because he was tested 3 weeks before, but he was negative on those tests. So they couldn't say anything because those previous tests were negative. It was only until right before the fight those tests are the ones that came up positive.
Right. That's what's up, man. Great clarity, man. And real quick,
salute to you, bro. For real.
Yeah. Shout out my guy, Brian Brim. I always love to hear him on different platforms, man. That's my dude, man. So you got Devin Haney. Of course, everything transpired with Ryan Garcia. He pops positive. Devin's out here acting the way he's acting. You guys don't like the way he's responding and reacting to fighting a dirty fighter. I get it. But I gotta mention his record being scrubbed. Now, we've heard rumors about him getting his record scrubbed before. This time we actually witnessed it, and let's keep it a buck. It's a good reason for it to get scrubbed. I do agree, and I don't think a lot of people are going to agree with me. I do agree that the loss should have been removed from his record, and that's wanted to ask you guys: do you feel like the loss should have been removed from Devin's record, given the amount that was found in Ryan Garcia's system? I start with you, Slick.
I think it should I don't think it should be scrapped. Well, it still would be scrapped either way. What I'm saying, I think it should have been DQ.
Okay, but that still removes the loss.
Yeah, I know, but
and gives him gives him a win.
But it will
DQ. He wins.
No, not necessarily. It could be a DQ. It's DQs. There's DQs in boxing where nobody won that fight, just a DQ because of it.
Real?
Yeah. They ain't never. Huh?
What
Watch
fight?
Watch this. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up.
I ain't never seen a DQ with other fighter.
I thought all DQs means the other fighter wins. You disqualify. That means the win goes to
real quick.
Yeah.
I might be saying it wrong, but I want to make sure.
Griffin beat Roy Jones off of a DQ.
And
got the
Let
film.
me see.
He got a win. Yeah, he took the title.
Right. Well, either way, I agree with the overturn, but I want to make sure though. But I'm just saying that either way, I don't have a problem with that at all. Like I said, my whole problem is just the carry on. You get what I'm saying? That's just my whole thing, bro. Like as a fight, this me speaking as a fight fan. I don't hate the man in the ring or none of that shit. As a fight fan, you want to hear, you want your cookies back. That's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear about you trying to sue him. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Trust me, fighters getting sued has been going on. The difference is that shit stay behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Unless the other fighter that's getting sued get mad and say something. Other than that, I don't want to hear that. You know, and then it starts turning into, it's almost sound like you hiding behind it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. Like I say, for a Devin Haney fan, it made me mad when he make these certain remarks and think nobody should not be able to say it when you put it out in the air. I have a right to my opinion. You put it out there. You can't say now you don't care about belts when you was arguing about the belts, bro.
Oh, all right, hold on, Slick, because I don't want to get you started again.
You know, I'm not. I'm just saying that's just my take, bro. This is my take, bro.
All right, Nine, same question to you, Nine. How do you feel about the loss actually getting scrubbed, even though the experts have come out? And maybe Brim, you know a little bit something about this. Most experts have come out and said, hey, listen, a billionth of a gram didn't give him an edge. Nine, how do you feel about that loss getting scrubbed?
I feel it's the 11th commandment, bro. Thou shalt not get caught. Nigga, you got caught. That's a no contest. You know what I mean? And to agree with Slick, though, maybe it should have been a DQ. But the whole thing is this, though. What happened inside the ring? You got dropped 3 times, and it was just a tough fight for you. So being a man, being a fighter, and having fight in you, nigga, you want to run it back. So I'm going to make sure you're clean. And by the way, this was my solution to the question that I just had too. You know what I'm saying?
You was right. The fights that I was talking about, it was you right.
Okay, I thought so.
But
I was thinking of no contest. My bad.
Yeah.
Wrong turn.
Yeah. But the whole thing is this though, bro. You know, run that shit back. Get him back, get him clean, and get your revenge. You know, that's what makes the greats, bro. Where the fuck would Ray Leonard be if he didn't run it back with Durant, bro?
Yeah.
Damn, this is like this new era shit be fucking me up. Nigga, run it back. Get your ones back. But no, what you did was you doubled down on ESPN and said you didn't want to fight him. Now you want to fight him. Now you a businessman. Man, touch your neighbor, man. Everybody a businessman when it comes to their motherfucking favorite fighter. I'm tired of it. Bro, run it back. I want to see fights. I don't care about all this who shot John shit. Stop being a hoe. Stop talking too much and get your ass in the ring.
No doubt.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard me. I had messed up. It was no contest. That's what I was thinking.
Yep. Brim, why we got you, man? Your thoughts?
Okay, so first and foremost, the reason why it is absolutely the correct thing to do to make it a no contest is because he did not show cause. See, the difference between Ryan Garcia and Alicia Baumgardner or Dillian White is Dillian White and Alicia Baumgardner was able to show cause, which is the reason why you came up positive. Ryan Garcia was unable to do so. So therefore, when you're not able to do that, then the consequences are the consequences. You're going to get penalized no matter what. But the fact that he wasn't able to show cause is why he's in the position that he's in. So I completely agree with that. I don't think Devin should get a win or nothing. Now, in regards to the second part of it, I do think Devin was wavering on 2 different sides of the coin about I might fight him, I don't want to fight him. And then some of the things, the tones that he was taking rubbed people the wrong way. But we do have to note this, though. Some of the things that is compounded when you add that and then you add fake stories behind it, adding on to that, it only makes Devin look worse. Like I actually at one point believed that Devin had, and his attorneys had contacted the zone to try to get the fight taken down. And I was researching it, and it came from somebody from Twitter. I had nothing verifiable that says that is actually the case. And I got people calling me idiots and fools because I don't believe that. I'm not going to believe somebody from Twitter who tweets that and then Ryan retweets it. There's no evidence from the zone. There's no evidence that shows that he asked for that. And those are the things that actually compounded to make Devin look bad. So yes, I don't think Devin is necessarily making the best decisions in my opinion, but I don't know if it's warranted for the vitriol that he's getting. It's a lot of narratives and lies that has been placed on Devin on top of the things that he's did that I don't think is necessarily beneficial, which is actually, magnified it and made Devin look even worse because of those narratives and those lies on top of the truths that are negative in regards to Devin.
I dig it, man. Well said. Well said for sure. Punch.
I don't disagree with the no contest. A cheater is a cheater is a cheater. You know what I mean? But I still think that nigga, fuck 3 knockdowns, 9, 5 knockdowns. We seen you get knocked down 5 times, nigga. You still a loser. You soft. Your daddy soft. We don't give a fuck about you, nigga. I can't wait for Tank Davis to get your ass in the ring so he can blitz your ass inside of 5 rounds, him or Ryan Garcia, so me in the world and everybody can jump on Twitter and collectively troll your ass together. That nigga definitely wanted to get that motherfucking loss taken off because he soft and just leaked, nigga, and we all collectively trolled his punk ass about that, nigga, and I'm done, nigga.
That nigga stupid. I can't wait.
That nigga don't like Devin, boy. Hey,
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Dev ain't got nobody to advocate for him right now. Sean, hold the phone, gonna advocate and go down in flames for him. Murph, you believe that loss supposed to got scrubbed, bro?
Sure. I think everything is supposed to happen that is happening right now.
Word. And I gotta back those same thoughts, man. I agree. I think it's the right thing to do. You know what I mean? You're in there with a cheater. And I think that's why they gave him a year versus the 6 months, like Brim was saying. You got to be able to prove, why you got this shit in your system and you just wasn't able to do it.
He messed himself up on that.
Go on record, those tests, that all year testing, that comes out of his pocket.
Yeah.
We're
he got to pay for it.
We're good.
Yeah,
well, if he's, and I think that might be why. Because now think about it. If he's technically retired, can he?
No, he's not retired.
Well, I don't think he wants to retire.
Put that paperwork in.
But if he puts the paperwork in, then he ain't got to comply with no testing.
Yeah, he'll be like Amir Khan. They ain't gonna care. That's what Amir Khan did. He quit.
9. Are you still there?
He actually put the paperwork in to retire, and
Amir Khan had announced that he was retiring when he after the who was the old boy he fought, the chocolate brownie cat.
Complied to do drug testing?
No. I'm saying what you're saying. That's what he did. He was I'm retiring. He announced that in the paper that I'm retiring this and that, and he had to pay for that. Because he got banned. He got hit for 2 years. He got hit with 2 years.
It doesn't matter if he retires or not. They have that paperwork that they already signed to where even if you do, you're still doing them motherfucking testing just for their paperwork.
Yeah,
you sign paperwork. You waive the right the second you sign that paperwork for that fight. Right. You're doing that testing. Don't give a fuck. You would have to be dead. The heart would no longer be pumping.
Well, that is England, so I don't know how BBFC do, but I remember he said he ain't doing none of that. If I got 2 years and I got to do all that, I'm not doing it. I'm retiring.
That brings us to the last segment of the show, man. Ryan retired. And listen, I only say that because I wanted to dig into it a little bit deeper. I think we all agree that this nigga more than likely ain't retiring. But to avoid what comes along with those consequences and these constant testing, it just seemed like an out. Like, all right, if I retire and I put in the paperwork and I'm actually gone for the next year, they can't test me. You know what I mean? I don't have to comply with it. I can avoid that shit. You know what I mean? So he could truly be retired, being that he's suspended for a year anyway, right?
Yeah. He could try to dodge it, but at the same sense, even if they did say like which they did say he got to get tested, right? He going to get tested randomly. He got to pay for that shit. Say if he did retire and dodge it, right? If he ever decide to come back, you fuck yourself because they still got paperwork on it. Either way, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like football. I could retire, but I'm still under contract with Detroit Lions. I can't come back and say I want to go play for the Rams. You get what I mean? So I think either way, he just go on and do it. I mean, but I don't think he's retired by far. That's Ryan being Ryan, bro. It's too much money, bro. It's too much money.
So it is a lot of damn money.
Yeah.
He'd be leaving on the table for sure. And I just think it's a real, it's a demand to really want to continue to see Ryan. I know you categorize him as a glorified prospect, but man, I think the dude, he sells. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? So shit, motherfuckers want to see Ryan Garcia, man. How much does the landscape change, in the time that he's gone to really want to, if he comes back, is the Devin Haney fight is really what you want to see for him if he comes back? Like,
yeah, I would, but I'm gonna say it like it ain't, bruh. I don't think 10 months. He got 10 months. It don't change. It's too many fights that's in the way for him. They ain't gonna be able to fit them in. In the next 10 months, man, we got so much shit going on. We just got Loma. We got Better Beef and Old Boy. We got Tyson Fury, Usyk. We got the August 3rd card with it's too much shit going on right now. So by the time they get her back around, he'll come back in. He cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, these dudes fight once a year anyway.
Yeah, I agree. They don't fight that much anyway. So.
It don't matter. This is a slap on the wrist, really, to keep it a buck. Because he fight once a year anyway. He may sneak in like a little bullshit tune-up fight against a cab driver or some shit.
Yeah, I think Ryan was more like 2 fights a year.
Yeah, but this ain't gonna slow down nothing.
Oh man,
fight like that. Right. Now, if it was like motherfuckers back in the day fight like once every 3 months or something, 3 times a year, then yeah, this would fuck him up. But nah, he cool. It ain't gonna fuck up the landscape.
That's what I was thinking. Unbiased, bro.
And what casual fans, and Ryan Garcia has a shit ton of casual fans, they got short memories. So when he do come back, nigga, it's gonna be like shit ain't never happened. We're gonna have to remind them what happened, what actually transpired between him and Devin Haney. And for Devin Haney, man, and I know you kept saying this, Nine, and I feel the exact same way. Nigga, I don't want nobody but you. As long as you retired, I'm retired too. When you come back, that's when I'm coming back. I don't give a fuck.
We both 57 years old, nigga. We gonna run it.
We gonna run this shit back. Bottom line.
That's the kind of energy I need. I don't need all that finessing and all that other shit that, oh man, this is a business and I'm a finesse it and fuck all that. Nope. I want smoke. Bro, I'm from Inglewood, California. I want smoke. You shoot up my hood, nigga. I'm coming back.
Fuck you got to come back. I got to spin that block. It's only right. It's only right that they both are clean and you see who really is what. But let me ask y'all this, because I kept saying this from the get-go. PEDs or no PEDs, Devin Haney fought the wrong fight. Do you get the same Devin Haney in the second fight? A front foot Devin who's actually trying to outdo Tank Davis and knock Ryan Garcia out?
Nope.
Do you see that again?
Hell no. That nigga don't want to bowl.
Hell no.
He gonna run like him.
No, he gonna get back to what he know best. He gonna box.
Devin running
I like that.
in the first fight.
He gonna box.
Sir.
He gonna box, bro.
That's how you doing on y'all.
He should never met him in the middle of the ring like he said he was gonna do. That was the dumbest thing ever.
Have a nightmare about that swollen ass jaw. He not stepping.
If he would, and he could have won that fight if he went back to boxing. You get what I'm saying? Like,
you know what
he didn't do that.
Like, I was going through. Y'all know what I was going through.
Nah, look at the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Man, shut your ass up. But you Murph and Hev, y'all know what I was going through at that particular time.
Word.
And so I wasn't up on this fight like that. And so had I known, Bill was like, yeah, just make sure you meet us in the middle of the ring. I probably would have picked, you know what I'm saying? I probably would have picked Ryan anyway. Because guess what, man? He only had one fucking assignment. Do not get hit by the left hook. That was the only nigga, that was your only assignment. And he fucked it up.
He said that after the fight itself, too.
Technical flaws. See, as much as I want to feel sorry for him, bro, the boxer in me, the coach in me, say that, damn, that's a technical flaw, though.
Yeah.
And you had one assignment. Hell, as long as the fight lasts, you even seen Frank Martin with his right hand up, fighting Tank. And he still got clipped with the motherfucker. But at least you seen this nigga try.
Like, facts, and this is your 30th fight, nigga, 31st fight. How is you making these amateur ass flaw like that, bro?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never seen it in dude like shit. For instance, like my brother Murph did, I never seen it in him. And I'd be like, man, I just don't see what you see. Matter of fact, when he fought Prograves, I didn't even pick that fight. I just wanted to know exactly where he was at in his career, in his developmental process. But I don't really think dude was like that. I'm not sold on these dudes.
The way he fought Prograde is how he's supposed to have fought Ryan, man. He respected Prograde power, but for some reason he didn't want to respect Ryan Garcia power. And again, PED or no PEDs going into that fight, I kept saying if anybody gets knocked out, it'll be Devin Haney. We all felt like Ryan Garcia had speed and power before the PED, shit.
Right.
So it just didn't. The type of fight he fought just made no sense to me.
And can I playing the wrong game, and the game ain't in the scale.
Can I give y'all a disclaimer that all Devin Haney fights too? This is one thing that irritates the fuck out of me. It irks my soul with a Devin Haney fight. Nigga, only thing you got to do when you talking shit, I'm going to box your motherfucking head off. Why are you sitting up here, bro, acting like you the biggest knockout puncher since motherfucking Ernie Schaefer? Bro, calm the fuck down, blood. We know you're not going to knock nobody out.
Yeah.
Well, I never got asked the question, but I answer it. Ryan can be retired all the fuck he want to. He's still gonna get paid. He gonna do exhibitions as far as I give a fuck. People still gonna buy the shit. They still gonna care.
Say he wants to do UFC.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Yeah,
whatever getting paid.
Whatever
getting paid.
Forever getting paid. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Nobody give a fuck.
Yeah,
facts. I can dig it, man. I can.
Man, I just like that dance, boy. Expect to see it in the morning, now. Expect to see it in the morning, brother.
You know what, man? Whoever put that up there, y'all ain't shit, man. My brother been trolling me, nigga, every morning.
Goddamn, he's just leaving it on.
It's funny, man, because the dude. And then listen, he's been getting a ton of hate. And for some reason, well, I ain't gonna say for some reason, I just can't hate him. I understand, like all of this shit he's doing is coming from a place of frustration. You lost, and you lost to a cheat, and you got completely embarrassed. And I always say this. I tell my wife this all the time. I tell my kids this all the time. You can never tell people how to react. You know what I mean? When some shit go down, you never know how a motherfucker gonna react. And this is just the way he's handling it, man. That's some shit that he got to work on. You know what I mean? I can't let it affect the way I feel about him. I still think he's a really, really good boxer. I think he's a problem for most of these guys, these top fight 140s, 147s out there. And I got respect for him at the end of the day.
He is a problem because if you whoop his ass, he gonna sue you.
Nigga stupid, bro.
Goofy ass.
I agree with you though, man. I don't hate him at all. I just don't like the way he moving.
California birth certificate, bro. Give me that shit back, blood. Like for real, we need that back. Until you act like a real.
I don't think he's from Cali.
Huh?
Nope.
I don't think
he's from
Vegas.
He's from Vegas, bro.
He from Vegas. Oh, okay.
But no, Was it Vegas?
Nevada, right? Nevada.
Yeah.
What in Bill? We need
he
yours,
from
bro.
Henderson.
He
Nevada.
trying to claim Oakland though.
Yeah, bro.
That's because that's his pops from Oakland.
Yeah. But you a Cali nigga in recess, bro.
They trying to get a fan base doing that.
Bill a Cali nigga in recess.
Cali nigga in recess.
Nigga stupid.
We don't do that shit.
All right, man. Well, I gotta bring this thing to an end, man. It is 12 o'clock midnight here on the East Coast, and I gotta make my way to my wife, man. I want to thank everybody for coming and join. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. And for everybody who subbed up today, I truly, truly appreciate y'all. Thanks to my usual suspects. We're gonna go ahead and throw those shout outs out there, man. Punch, hit us.
All right, shout out to my guys on the panel. Murph, nice meeting you.
You too, man.
Slick, T.O., my nigga Trey from the LA. You know
I ain't a Trey, nigga. I am not a Trey.
Right, you can't say that. You going with that.
Fuck that, nigga. I'm not a Trey.
I just quoting the 3 on your last name.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat. Appreciate everybody for watching. You know what I mean? I'm Punch Drunk 412. I just started putting new videos up on the channel. Come check me out. Other than that, y'all niggas have a good night.
Hey, somebody
Yes,
send me
sir.
his channel. Just share it to my phone, whatever. I'm gonna sub
I got you,
bro.
Nine.
Bet.
I got you, Nine, for sure. Check him out. He be over there. He be tilted, boy. He be tilted. Murph, you got some shout outs, big dog?
I would just like to shout out Brother Brim for bringing everybody, in the scopes. Even though I was saying the same shit, but hey man, not everybody listens to me. I trigger a lot of people. I think it's in my tone and my delivery. Who knows? Who gives a fuck? It would not be me. Appreciate you for having me on.
Another
Thank
Sean.
you. Thank you for
That's
not
it.
muting me when I'm making my point, especially when the shit is valid. That's all really I got to say, man. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying.
No doubt, Murph. You're always welcome, man.
Appreciate
Nine, hit us, Nine.
Man, first I'd like to shout out my favorite fighter, man, Murphy Jr. You know what I'm saying? Even though your dad ain't shit. Low blow, nigga. Yeah, because I know you're going to hit me with that bullshit in the morning. I'm sorry.
Keep it up. I'm gonna hit you with some different shit. It's gonna be and still with a big ass birthday cake.
Oh my God. Man, call me when we get out of here too. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't say it though, I seen my nigga Pell down there. Pell, I see you, my nigga. Shout out to Slick 50, one of the realest. Shout out to Heavy Bag Punch. You got a lot of good comments, bro. Shout out to my nigga King motherfucking Casual. You know what I'm saying? And I was about to start gang banging up in here, nigga. Well, shout out to yeah, but man, shout out to everybody, man, in the chat, the panel, everybody, man. This show was lit though, for real.
For sure. Slick, take us home, baby.
Man, y'all know what it is. This your boy Slick 50, man. Salutes to everybody on the panel, man, from 913 to that boy Heavy Bag, man. Punch Drunk. Even Murphy ass that just, boy, be irking my nerves sometimes, but that's my nigga. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, all that good stuff, and rewatch the shit, share the shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is free. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, we on the road to 1 million, man. Help me and Heavy get there. You understand me? Without y'all, ain't no us. This your boy Slick 50. Salutes to everybody in the chat. I'm up out of here, bro.
No doubt. Thanks again, fellas, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for real. Shout out RC too, man. And listen, Murph, anytime me and Slick on, you is more than welcome, boy. I love to see a nigga get under his skin, man.
That's rare.
Bro, he know what he be doing, bro. He do that shit intentionally, bro.
Now, before you end it, Brim, was there
right out
one
of his
thing
element.
that nigga Brim said that I didn't say before he jumped off?
Yeah, nigga, it was a lot of shit he said that you didn't say.
Yeah, exactly. This I was like, what?
Nigga. He educated us, nigga. You wasn't educating you, but you was in the neighborhood. Let me say that.
Yeah, you was in the ballpark. You definitely was in the ballpark.
If I would ever get to the point, he said the same shit I said.
Man, if you didn't shut your long-winded ass up, nigga.
Whatever you say, Trey 9. The fuck?
Man,
Hey, for real though. Hey, for real. And I messed up. Salutes to Unbiased, been real talk. I like that shit. Learning new shit. That was very educational, bro. And for you to take time out your job, bro, that was big. Salutes to you, bro.
Absolutely, man. Salute done by. I met Brim a while ago. My man Mark Nash, man. So he was cool. He was down by law day one. So shout out Brim, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. All right, man. That's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Big T.O. Heavy Bag, man. We are out of here. Look, I got Roger with me, man. Talk to him, Roger.
Don't know shit about boxing.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all make sure you go sub up to my man Heavy Bag Boxing, man.
Get your dumb ass in, hit this bag.
The Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Y'all just go ahead and subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV because he be lit on his channel.
And Heavy Bag Boxing.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Yo, shout out to Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.
Heavy Bag Boxing TV.